Jason Swain. Thank you for being with us today. We're very excited to be with you for the next 3 hours. We have a lot to talk about on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon in East Tennessee. 865-656-9900. If you would like to join us, you can call or text to be part of today's show, as it is an off week for Tennessee, but Tennessee is back to work, getting ready for New Mexico State in 10 days, which is really about getting ready for Florida and Vanderbilt in the final 2 games of the season. That's what it's about. Jason Swain finishing 3-0, and most importantly, finishing 2-0, because the other one is a given, with all due respect to New Mexico State, to try to get to 9-3, to try to avoid 8-4, or for sure avoid 7-5.
Yeah, bye weeks are more about you than the opponent, and it's a great opportunity to get young guys a lot of reps, which young guys have gotten a lot of reps this year already, because you've leaned on a lot of true freshmen to play. And then for some of the other players, some of the older players who are nursing some injuries, maybe some soreness, a good opportunity for them to get some rest. I think it's a good situation for you as a staff to look at what you're doing as far as tendencies and try to break some of those, because I think bringing out some stuff that you haven't ran all season will be very helpful on the road against Florida and at home against Vanderbilt, 2 capable football teams. So a very important stretch for Tennessee. No one's threatened by New Mexico State, but what you do this week and next could help you finish the season off with 2 wins and possibly play in a bowl game in Florida.
Please don't take this as an insult to your intelligence or ability to think things out when I bring it up. I'm just going to bring it up as fact.
Go for it.
Tennessee was in the top 25 of the college football playoff ranking last night.
That's good, man. That's awesome.
ESPN FPI gives Tennessee a 1.8% chance of getting in.
They're not getting in, Josh.
See, I told you, you have the ability to think, and you and I think the same way.
Yeah.
They're not getting in.
Yeah, we're not getting in, and I don't think we deserve to really get in. There's other teams playing better.
To this point, Tennessee has not played like a college football playoff team.
Nope, we played like a
Playing
Slayer
well
Bowl champion.
In a home loss in September is the best case for Tennessee. That's not a good enough case to be in the playoff.
Yeah, we play like we playing like a Central Bowl champion right now, Slayer Bowl champion.
Ohio State's number 1, then Indiana, Texas A&M, Alabama, and Georgia.
How's Texas A&M number 3 and not number 1?
Well, because they put Ohio State and Indiana above them.
But those teams don't have better wins than Texas A&M. A&M has played the hardest schedule out of those 2 teams.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But the committee likes the offensive line from Ohio State. The offensive line was one of their reasons for having Ohio State where they are. I thought it was about strength of schedule and what you do in those games that you play. A&M has won them. Tennessee was number 1 a couple of years ago in the first week of the college football playoff because they had better wins than everybody else. Texas A&M has better wins than everybody else. Mm-hmm. So I don't know why they're not number 1.
Yeah, my guess with Ohio State is it's a large portion to the eye test. You saw what they did last year. This is a different team, but you've seen them handle everybody, and you know how talented they are. So they get the number 1 spot. Indiana probably benefits from the win at Oregon to be that number 2 team. But I'm with you. I'm with you that A&M deserves a little more love.
Yeah, man. I've watched Ohio State play this year. I've watched A&M play this year. I don't have any question about Indiana. I mean, I think they're deserving of a top 10 or, a top 3 ranking right now. But Texas A&M out here manhandling people.
Yeah, Mike Elko has done a terrific job
against tougher competition than Indiana and Ohio State. So
Yep. Yep. The other note there, the top 6 teams are made up of Big Ten and SEC programs.
What?
Yep.
Really?
It's the first time the initial playoff ranking since the playoff began as a 4-team field. So I think, was that 12 years now? It's the first time that all 6 are just from 2 conferences. Cole Hublich noted that. We've talked about it's a Power 2. It's just becoming more and more evident that it's a Power 2. There are other power conferences that have quality teams. BYU is number 7. Texas Tech is number 8. Those are quality teams, and they're going to get a shot as this thing goes along. But it's a Power 2. The Big Ten and the SEC are above the ACC, the Big 12, and everybody else.
Yeah, poor ACC, man. They'll get one team in, looks like, this year. That will be the conference champion. But, I mean, we'll see what Texas Tech can do. I mean, they have spent money. They have became serious about their roster, like a Big Ten team, like an SEC team. We'll see how they play when they play one of those teams from one of the 2 conferences. I'm not a believer in BYU, so.
No, I'm very impressed with what they've done with their schedule. I'm not impressed comparing them to Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, and the other title contenders.
Yeah.
We'll again repeat, it will forever be true, I believe, that being a playoff team does not mean you're a true national championship contender. That was the case plenty of times with a 4-team playoff, where the 4th team in, congrats for making it, but you're not going to win this thing.
Yeah,
and that'll for sure be the case in a 12-team or a 16-team playoff.
Yeah, like you have an equal opportunity to win championship, but
not an equal likelihood.
That doesn't mean you are championship caliber.
Right.
So, yeah, there'll be some teams that get in because they have to fill 12 spots, but there's only going to be a handful of teams that really have a chance to go win that thing.
Yep. The highest-ranked ACC team is Virginia at number 14. Louisville's number 15. Georgia Tech and Miami 17 and 18.
I can't believe we're sitting here 2 years after playing Virginia and Nashville, and we are 25th, and Virginia's 14th.
Yep.
I understand why, because they haven't played anyone all that great compared to Tennessee's opponents, but still. Tennessee will beat them by multiple scores, probably. Tennessee should beat them by multiple scores. Probably beat them by 3.
Should and would, yeah.
We'll win the game, though.
I agree with that.
I'm pretty confident we'll win the game
I would
against
pick
Virginia.
Tennessee.
But I don't know about multiple scores.
Yeah.
Where's the game played?
You choose.
Neutral site.
Nashville.
Oh, we'll
run
win.
it back.
We should win by multiple scores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, the Arkansas game is in Knoxville. Who cares about that?
We win the game. We would win. Yeah. Very certain of that. You want to know on a scale from 1 to 10? 99.1. Pretty sure that we would win that one. It's silent, Josh.
I know this is we are on video. You can watch us on the Sports Animal YouTube channel, but this is a medium that requires some audio, huh? I was going to let that one hang out for you.
Well,
see if you're going to change your opinion.
No. I think we would win. I'm very certain.
Hey, we have this question for you, and I think this would be good to kind of carry over into the next segment.
Okay.
So Tim in Von Orr.
Tim?
Big shout out to Von Orr. Beautiful area. Tim said, question for JS.
Okay.
Jason Swain.
All right. Yep. That's me.
Is there a point this year that we go with the young quarterbacks to start building for next year?
No. You mean like the start?
Well, why don't we carry that conversation over? And it
Oh,
doesn't
all
have
right.
to stop at the quarterbacks. Josh Heupel was asked about younger players, getting them an opportunity. There's an opportunity on the practice field this week and next.
Oh, man.
This
All
comes
right.
with
Let's have the conversation.
This comes with the territory in a college football 12-team playoff era. If you're out of the playoff, presumably, that affects the conversation.
Mess around if you want to. We know it ain't just about being out of the playoffs. You better not lose to Vanderbilt.
You and I will have similar thoughts, and we will share them and discuss them when we come back. 865-656-9900. We're with you until 3 o'clock this afternoon. We will have a lot to talk about, and we will invite you to talk about those things with us. Call or text 865-656-9900 if you would like to join us. Right here, presented by Junk Beyond on Josh and Swain.
The Sports Animal app has a special second stream and a link to our latest videos. Download the Sports Animal app.
Hey, Josh, I want to tell you about Brogan Financial Wealth Management and Retirement Planning. Check out broganfinancial.com. They have resources for you on the website. They have information to learn about them. You'll learn that Brogan Financial relies on old-fashioned values, expert knowledge, and a genuine understanding to share with you each and every day, helping you build what you want for the future. They help you with a comprehensive plan that they put together. At Brogan Financial, they pursue excellence in the delivery of wealth management and comprehensive retirement planning every single day. The service they offer you as a client, that expert knowledge that they can bring to the table for you, and the care they're going to provide with you as a client, but really in a partnership to help you reach your goals for the future. Brogan Financial is a fiduciary, meaning they have a responsibility to act solely in the best interest of the client. They do that every day. The comprehensive planning that they put together for you will include income planning, investment management, tax planning, estate and legacy planning, and healthcare planning. And Jim Brogan and the team work every day to help clearly communicate to you how they can help you and your financial future. Go online to see how Brogan Financial can help you at broganfinancial.com.
This has been a paid announcement.
Join the Orange and Blue Blood Drive and help Medic beat Kentucky Blood Center. Donate and score a football-themed crew neck sweatshirt, plus coupons to Salsaritas, Denton's, Petros, and a ticket to Fantasy of Trees, all while supplies last. Call 865-524-3074 to schedule your donation. Medic supplies blood to 25 hospitals and regional air transport services across East Tennessee and Southeast Kentucky counties. When you give local, you save local. Go Vols! Let's crush Big Blue.
Good old East Tennessee, we know family, hard work, and helping your neighbors still means a lot. I'm Nick Whitehead with Whitehead Auto Sales in Alcoa and Knoxville. Our family-owned and operated business is celebrating our 20-year anniversary. Our pillars are those three items: family, hard work, and helping your neighbor. Experience the difference of why we've been voted #1 in Blount County for years now, and why we've expanded to Chapman Highway to help even more. Visit whiteheadautosales.com or come shake our hands for a deal you can't find anywhere else. 20 years from our family to yours at Whitehead Auto Sales.
AMR Clinical Knoxville is conducting a clinical research study for individuals currently using semaglutide weekly for weight management and seeing positive results. Qualified participants are between 18 and 79, have been on semaglutide for at least 3 months, are responding well and tolerating the treatment, and meet other study criteria. Participants will stay in-house at our clinical site for 4 days and 3 nights consecutively and complete outpatient visits. Receive all study-related care and the investigational medication at no cost. Compensation is available for study-related time and travel. Call AMR Clinical Knoxville today, 865-305-DRUG or AMRKnoxville.com.
Vol fans, it's go time at Sports Treasures. Chris Brazel and Joey Aguilar will be in store Thursday 5 to 7. Autographs just $35. Inscriptions $10. Sponsor limited. Call or message Sports Treasures now before they're gone.
Catch all the game day live programming with The Sports Animal live from Zool Beer Company on 5th Avenue. Be a part of the action before and after the game and enjoy your favorite beers, ciders, and sours with Zool Beer Company at 99.1 The Sports Animal.
99.1 The Sports Animal and Colossal Productions have teamed up to send you and 3 friends to Music City Madness Saturday, December 6th. You can win 4 premier tickets to see the Vols battle Illinois in Bridgestone Arena, plus $500 for your Music City fund. Stop by select remote locations and scan the QR code to qualify. Join Tyler and Will Wednesday, November 12th at Twin City Nissan Alcoa Highway for your first chance to qualify. It's Music City Madness from Colossal Productions at 99.1 The Sports Animal.
I never thought building a custom home would be this easy. When Red Door Homes built our house last year, they made the process simple. We picked from their 30-plus floor plans, customized it how we wanted, and they built it right on our land. The construction time was quick, and their 10-year warranty gave us total confidence. If you're thinking about building a home, do what we did. Go to reddoorhomestn.com and visit their showroom right off Paper Mill and Kingston Pike. You won't regret it.
Red Door Homes, home building as it should be.
Fair, honest sports conversation from 2 guys that define credibility. Here's Josh and Swain on 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. We are presented by Junk Beyond, online at junkbeyond.biz. Jason Swain's here. He's a VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver, part of all network coverage each Saturday when Tennessee plays football. The next game will be against New Mexico State. That's a week from Saturday. So Tennessee has the rest of this week and next week to get ready for the final 3 games of the season. Swain, we had the question from Tim in the text box that I read last segment. Is there a point this year that we go with the young quarterbacks to start building for next year? Your immediate response was no. I would have the same answer.
I mean, you're still trying to win the rest of your games.
Right.
So that means that's the most important objective, is to win all of your games. I don't think you do that with just playing young quarterbacks.
Right.
No.
Joey is an all-SEC candidate. I don't think you bench an all-SEC candidate to play a younger quarterback or quarterbacks just to build for the future. Because, by the way, I think that part of it, building for the future, I think that's overrated. The Vanderbilt, or overstated at times, the Vanderbilt game, it's a must-win. It's a better-not-lose game.
It's a better not lose.
Yeah,
that's the game.
If you play a lesser quarterback to build for the future and lose to Vanderbilt in the process,
you can't lose that game.
That is not how you build for the future. Losing to Vanderbilt is never a build for the future assignment.
Ever in life. So
now there is the conversation of, okay, you've played a lot of football at this point. You've got this week and next on the practice field. Is that useful? But listen to what Josh Heupel said earlier today. That was brought up to him as Adam Sparks asked the question, hey, rotating more young guys, getting them on the field in the game, would that be more valuable late in the season? Here's Josh Heupel earlier today meeting with the media.
Guys that prove that they're ready to play and play at a really high level, championship level, they earn the right to play and compete, and that's ongoing throughout the course of the season. These guys have worked really hard, disappointed in the result Saturday and a couple other during the course of the year, for sure. But, man, it's constant and consistent growth from everybody.
That's Josh Heupel. That's talking about the roster, not just the quarterbacks. There is an opportunity on the practice field to get some young guys out there. We've not seen a lot of rotation at wide receiver. Now, Rodarius Jackson dealt with injury and was out for several weeks. Travis Smith is out right now.
You don't need to be in the rotation at wide receiver.
Okay.
Unless somebody gets tired or someone is hurt, but the rotation is a rotation. And with this offense, this is going to be what it is. I mean, I know there was some talk about wanting to get more guys in and rotate them, but nothing has changed. And that's just what it is. And if you are one of those top 3 receivers, awesome. I mean, I wouldn't want to come out if I'm one of the top 3 guys. And it's great that they don't have to. But, that is something to think about. If you are receiver 4 or 5, don't expect to play a lot. That means you better win those reps in practice. You better find yourself one of those top 3 guys. But the focus for me is because, dude, we've played true freshmen all year long. We've played more true freshmen than anybody else in the SEC. So, I don't even know what we're talking about. Why are we trying to play even more than we played already? If we're trying to win the last 3 games, you look at some of the critical errors against Oklahoma, they were made by true freshmen. So why would you want to play more if you don't have to?
Yeah, you're going to work some freshmen into the game more against Florida on the road?
Yeah, I thought we were trying to win the game. Mm-hmm. Now, New Mexico State
better be emptying that sideline.
You need to come out and you need to handle them early. And I know Josh Heupel talked about whoever wins reps in practice and whoever's the best in practice, but unless something has changed, you can't tell me that Jake Merklinger is better than George McIntyre. I refuse to believe it. And when you look at those 2 players, which one of them is probably going to be back next year?
I would be stunned if Jake Merklinger is back next year, and I would expect George McIntyre to compete for the starting position in the spring.
Would you say this is probably the last opportunity to get multiple quarterbacks in a game without
To plan
injury?
on it, yes. Yeah, to plan on it,
Okay.
yes.
Probably would be smart to play George McIntyre, right? More than we did in UAB. Because we didn't see him in UAB. We saw a lot of Merklinger.
And it didn't look good.
It did not look good. And so there's a way you can do both. You can win games, focus on finishing the season strong, but at the same time, you can prepare for the future. You do that by rolling with George McIntyre. We had this conversation during fall camp when I said, hey, that true freshman George, he physically is not developed, I don't think enough to be number 2 in case Joey gets hurt and you have to roll with the backup. But he looked the best throwing the football out of all 3 quarterbacks in fall camp. He's tall, great throw motion, can make all the throws. I said at some point during the season, if you feel good about his strength levels and you feel good about how he is grasping the offense, I would not be surprised if he moves to number 2. Well, here we are in November on a bye week, and there's no way Merklinger is going to beat out McIntyre and Faison Brandon this spring. I refuse to believe that. So, how many reps is George getting after Joey sits down? How many reps is Merklinger getting after Joey sits down? And if you're Joey, you're like, hey, man, this is my last year. I'm trying to get all the reps that I can get. I have 4 guaranteed games left in my college career. So that is something that I think is fascinating about the quarterback snaps moving forward in the last couple of games of the season.
We did get asked, will Joey skip the bowl game? And then it'd be.
And do what?
That's my question. What?
Y'all better quit playing today. Y'all better quit playing today. I ain't come here for this today.
It's 12:23. So
I didn't come here for this today. And do what?
I don't know.
Say it. Say it. Say it, Josh. Say it. I wish you would. Say it. And do what? What are you going to do? What you got better to do besides playing the bowl game? Go ahead. Go ahead and say it.
Well, there's draft prep.
Draft prep? What?
You know, we talk about pacing.
The bowl game is the draft prep.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, it is the draft prep.
You and I are fully aligned here. We have the exact same opinions.
That's part of draft prep. It's Joey Aguilar, not Joey Harrington. And I hope Joey has the opportunity to play at the next level and do his thing.
Yeah.
But
no, he's not.
We're not at that level where we just skipping bowl games.
Right.
Like we not at that level. Nah. That's not what we're doing. That's not a good idea. That's not a good idea at all. That's part of your draft process. And then you play in a college all-star game, you do combine, you do the pro day. Like all of it's important for Joey. Joey's not in Ty Simpson territory where if Ty Simpson was coming out and they didn't get to the college football playoff and they were playing in a normal bowl game, it would make sense for him because he might be the number 1 overall pick. Mm-hmm. Nah, that's not what we need to be doing with Joey. With all due respect.
Appropriately stated. Yeah, I will be curious against New Mexico State who is QB2 because to this point it's been Merklinger.
I want to see George. Mm-hmm.
I think the fans do as well.
Yeah, that's just me personally. I'm not a coach. I haven't seen the guy practice. Merklinger may be tearing it up. He may be tearing it up. I don't know right now. All I know is what I saw last, and what I saw against UAB. I like to see George McIntyre because I feel like he's going to be here next year, and Merklinger is not, unless Merklinger is okay with being a career number 3 backup.
But I would not bet on that.
I would not bet on that either.
Yep. Chase texted in, G-Mac baby, all caps, wants to see George McIntyre.
Yeah.
865-656-9900. We did get a note in the text box. Joe Milton set out a bowl game, and Joe is better than him.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know who was the quarterback behind Joe Milton?
I believe it was Nico.
Yeah. You think that decision was 1,000% on Joe Milton, or there wasn't a little nudge? Hey, Joe. Hey, man. You don't need to play in the bowl game. Why don't you get ready? Why don't you get ready for the draft, man? You did enough, man. We would hate for you to get hurt. You don't need to play that bowl game.
Also, maybe I'll be proven wrong here. Joe is a higher level NFL prospect than Joey is.
Correct. Yeah.
We'll continue the conversation. 865-656-9900. But that's what happens. You get a third loss, and the conversation is about the future. That's how it works in college football. That's what's happening, at least partly, right now in Knoxville. We'll continue the conversation. There continues to be talk both locally and nationally about Tennessee's offense. We'll get to that. And again, your calls and texts, 865-656-9900. Thank you for being with us on this Wednesday afternoon as we continue on Josh and Swain.
This sports report is brought to you by Bet365. When it comes to sportsbooks, Bet365 has it all. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call TN Redline 1-800-889-9789. 21 plus only. Must be located in Tennessee.
Time now for a Sports Animals Sports Minute.
Ohio State is the number one team in the first college football playoff rankings of the season, followed by Indiana at number 2 and Texas A&M at number 3. Alabama and Georgia round out the top 5. Ole Miss checks in at number 6 with BYU at number 7. Texas Tech, Oregon, and Notre Dame round out the top 10. Texas is number 11. Oklahoma is number 12. Tennessee comes in at number 25. One of the 12 spots for the college football playoff will go to the highest-ranked non-power conference champion. With no Group of 5 team in the top 25, the playoff selection committee has designated Memphis as the highest-ranked Group of 5 team. NBA games tonight at 7 o'clock. Cavs get the Sixers. Jazz visit the Pistons. Pacers take on the Nets. At 7:30, the Wizards visit the Celtics. The Timberwolves take on the Knicks. Grizzlies host the Rockets at 8. Mavericks get the Pelicans at 8:30. Heat visit the Nuggets at 9. 10 o'clock, Spurs visit the Lakers. Trailblazers host the Thunder. And the Warriors visit the Kings. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Amish Elegance Fine Custom Furniture. Recommend you go check out Amish Elegance in person with their 4,200-foot showroom floor. 613 North Campbell Station Road is where you can find Amish Elegance in Farragut, right off the interstate. If you have not been, or if you have, and you want to meet these fine folks, Friday and Saturday, so the 7th and 8th, this Friday and Saturday, Amish Elegance is going to be hosting the Amish builders they work with, the people that build the beautiful furniture that you can find there on the showroom floor, the craftsmen that build the furniture that can help improve, upgrade any part of your home. They will be there Friday and Saturday. At Amish Elegance, the way it works is you go in, they can help you with any kind of furniture for any part of your home, your bedroom, your dining room, your office space, the children's room. You come up with the plans, exactly what you need, the exact specifications. They hand those plans over to the Amish families they work with to build beautiful furniture that's going to be designed and built for you. The difference is in the quality with what you get at Amish Elegance. You can stop by Friday and Saturday to meet the Amish builders they work with. Find them anytime at 613 North Campbell Station Road. Amish Elegance Fine Custom Furniture.
This has been a paid announcement.
If you're one of the millions of Americans behind on your taxes, if you're afraid to open your mail because IRS collection letters could be coming, listen carefully. The IRS is cracking down, taking paychecks, freezing bank accounts, revoking passports. That's a fact. But here's what most people don't know. There are official tax relief programs designed to help struggling taxpayers. Programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief. Optima's award-winning winning team will fight to protect your paycheck, your passport, and your property. Their tax attorneys and licensed tax professionals will work tirelessly to get you the best deal possible with the IRS. Every day, penalties and interest keep piling up, so don't wait. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-410-6744. 800-410-6744. 800-410-6744.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Wow, these bank fees are flat out ridiculous. And forget about trying to get a car or home loan. So, you do your banking with, Sharon?
Me? I don't.
You don't use a bank?
No.
So what do you like, save your money under a mattress? Bury it in the backyard? Or maybe you borrow from some rich relative when you need a loan?
No, nothing like that. I do credit unioning.
Wait, what? Credit unioning? What the heck's that?
It's kind of like banking, but so much better. Especially if you use Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union.
Shopping for an auto loan? Shopping for a vehicle is easy the ATFCU way. Talk to Alcoa 10 before you shop so you can hit the lots with a same-day pre-approved loan. And you can get behind the wheel of that new or used car or truck. Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union, the clear choice. Your less red tape banking alternative. Go to atfcu.com for details. Member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
This isn't your grandparents' YMCA. Sure, you might have learned to swim at the Y or spend summers at camp, but when was the last time you experienced the Y? Today's YMCA of East Tennessee is packed with everything you need to crush your fitness goals. From top-of-the-line workout equipment to pickleball courts, platforms for heavy lifting, certified personal trainers, and high-energy body pump classes. There's a place for you at the Y. Rediscover the YMCA of East Tennessee. 5 locations, endless possibilities. Visit ymcaknoxville.org to join today. The YMCA of East Tennessee, where fitness meets community.
Hey, Tennessee, what are you looking for in an automobile dealership? How about a no-pressure, friendly staff? A huge selection of pre-owned inventory, which incidentally is why it's been called the intersection of selection for over 20 years. How about one of the largest new car inventories in the entire area? And don't forget, they all come with Rusty Wallace Honda's exclusive 200,000-mile warranty. Or maybe it's service after the sale you want. If that's the case, then get to our award-winning service department. Whatever your reason, don't wait. Get to the intersection of selection. Rusty Wallace Honda, I-75 at Callahan Drive.
This report is sponsored by Starbucks. The pumpkin spice latte is back at Starbucks. Handcrafted with their signature espresso and real pumpkin sauce. Then topped with whipped cream, cinnamon, and nutmeg. PSL. Get it while it's hot or iced. Only at Starbucks.
Well, we have lots of sunshine on tap for today. Temperatures will be a little bit on the milder side, topping out in the upper 60s, right near 70 degrees, and it will be breezy at times. Rinse and repeat as we head on into Thursday, and then Friday will bring that next chance for more widespread rain. In the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Sydney Sullivan.
Hey, I'm Josh Hemphill, right here in Knoxville. Let's talk about something that's not always top of mind, but still really important, life insurance. The Josh Hemphill State Farm team can help you understand options that best fit your family. Contact us right here in Powell at 865-512-7542.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by Junk Be Gone. Rent any dumpster at regular rate and get 2 extra days free. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for 2 decades.
The hottest sports stories of the day, broken down to their very core with honest, informed opinions. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Before we get to the phone lines, the text box is open as well. Appreciate the messages coming in. Chip, saw your text. It was a good one. Should I tell the audience what you did a few minutes ago?
Go ahead.
I didn't even know this yet. It's Wednesday. Monday is 5 days away. But you said, hey, you checked the weather for next Monday yet? The low on Monday is 23 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I thought winter started in a month and a half.
Dude, I got me some firewood loaded at the house a couple days ago. I'm ready, dude. I made a little last night on the porch, I am ready.
You know, this is my fault. I played your game, the game that you and a lot of folks here locally like to play. That's, fall weather. Look forward to fall weather. Because I'm a summer guy. I enjoy the heat. I can deal with it. I manage.
Oh, that's good.
But you know what? This year I was like, you know what? I'm kind of excited. Hoodie season, all that. I didn't know I was going to need 3 hoodies for the fall.
Ain't nothing wrong with hoodie season, man. Hey, you know a way that I could escape my kids without them asking for something and want to talk? I go outside when it's 20 degrees. You want to talk to me? You're going to have to come out here.
Come on out of here.
You got to come out here and
You know
talk
where
to
to find me.
Yeah, you want some money? You got to come out here and ask me. Yeah.
High at 39 next
Make sure you got
Monday.
a coat and a scarf. When you talk, you're going to see your breath asking me for money.
Yeah.
Come on out here on the deck.
We've established this week, I'm delicate over here. I'm the chihuahua of humans, okay? You think I'm ready for 39 degrees as a high?
I'm ready
In
for
early
it
November?
until I'm not ready for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So here we are talking about the weather on Josh and Swain.
Well,
865-656-9900. We'll talk to Jimmy. I think Jimmy wants to talk some football. Thanks for calling in, Jimmy. What's on your mind today?
Swain, this is for you. I called in a year or two ago and talked to you about our past teams with Heupel. And at that time, I told you I considered you one at that time when you were there. How much did you play as a freshman at UT?
Every game.
But how many? I mean, the people we have on our team now, we do not have a dog on our team. We've got Killerman as our spokesman. I considered you a dog back in the day when I played college football. I was more afraid of our 2 dogs, and I respected them more than I did the coach because they held us accountable. I don't see Heupel holding anybody accountable. I've never saw him get on a player in his tenure there. I love Heupel. I've had season tickets for 30 years. But I think this is the worst team he's had since he's been there. I'm going to hang up and listen to you because I know you've got more football than I know. So I look forward to hearing your answers.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I think we got some dogs on our team. We have dogs on our team. I think there's a lot of positives with Josh Heupel's personality. I think because of his personality, there's some cons that I think his team has also like they mirrored some of his personality traits, and it's okay to have the type of personality traits if you have somebody else that can have a different personality that can offset that and get the results you need to get from the team. And right now you just don't have it. So yeah, Heupel, I haven't seen him really get on guys like that. I think that might be something he needs to maybe adjust and do some more of. There's a way to do it, without calling guys out of their name and demeaning them. And there's a way to do it, but discipline needs to improve. Accountability needs to improve. And, if he's not going to do it, then, he needs to have someone that can do it for him. So, but I do think there's some dogs on the team, though. I do.
Yeah, he said this is Heupel's worst team. I don't think that's right.
No, the first team was the worst team, but I mean, you had some players on that team that was tough as all get out.
Yeah.
They just record-wise, they were not as good as 22 or some of the other seasons. I think this season is the most disappointing so far because of the self-inflicting mistakes, how certain situations were handled, the management of certain situations. I mean, I can understand how this would be the most disappointing, most frustrating.
Sure.
But I wouldn't call it the worst team.
Yeah, you can grade it on a curve. I recognize that in terms of what this team was capable of accomplishing versus what has happened. So I recognize that part. Hey, and by the way, if they lose to Florida and Vandy, go ahead and call it the worst team if you want to. because based on what they were capable of and going 7-5 to match the 2021 team, it would easily be the most disappointing team.
Yeah,
so let's see how that plays out.
I would
for
agree.
Sure. Here's a guy like Arion Carter. I would describe him as a dog. He's out there playing with turf toe in both feet.
No toes.
Yeah.
No big toes. I mean.
Yeah, he's got fire. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, he is, man. I appreciate how he's fought through being hurt. That's not an easy thing to do at all. So yeah, there's dogs on this team, but you gotta have a culture of toughness.
Yeah.
And that's not on the player. So I don't blame the players. I look at Hypo. I go, hey man, that strength and conditioning staff, they gotta be tougher. Like that builds the identity of your football team from a toughness standpoint, and it's really hard to blame players when they're only doing what they're asked to do and told to do.
Yeah, the team we talked about in the first segment, Texas A&M, ranked number 3. We can make a case for number 1. Mike Elko, Tommy Moffitt, the strength and conditioning coach, they have instilled what you're talking about.
2 years they came to Neyland Stadium, we pushed them around, and 2 years later they're pushing everybody else around.
Yep.
And the only change has been head coach and strength coach.
Yep. We talk about breaking someone, breaking a team, and sometimes that can be overused. That's what the way that's supposed to be used is what Texas A&M did to LSU. There was no doubt on that field, which was the tougher team.
And they've had different players as well too, but that's a quick turnaround
for sure.
Yeah.
All right, we'll continue the conversation. Hey Jimmy, thanks for the call. There's a conversation around Tennessee's offense. We'll talk college football as well. Big picture, Braden Gall at 1:00, Austin Price at 1:30. We're with you until 3:00. We appreciate the interaction. Tracy texted, said, "Have you blackballed me from interaction?" No blackball, Tracy. Text or call on in, 865-656-9900 to be part of the show. Next to, not a former dog, still a dog, just in the media now. Used to be on the field.
It's still in me now.
It's still in there. We're trying to get him that 5th year.
I got dog in me.
We're trying to get him out. Trying to get him out for one more season. We're working on it. We'll come back. Thanks for being with us. We're presented by Junk Begon on Josh and Swain.
Be here this afternoon at 5 for 30 uninterrupted minutes of talking sports. Breaking only to give you 30-second traffic updates and then straight back to sports. No Huddle, powered by USS, proud ball sponsor and foundation expert United Structural Systems. For all your foundation and waterproofing needs.
They guarantee their best.
Call USS. No Huddle this afternoon at 5.
Hiller Plumbing, Cooling, and Electrical. They have been in business since 1990. Family-owned and operated. 100% satisfaction guarantee is what you can expect from Hiller. Happy you'll be, or the service is free. If a customer isn't pleased with the work performed, Hiller will make sure to make it right. Professional, experienced, trustworthy technicians, they come into your home and leave it clean and better than they found it. The techs at Hiller operate differently. They treat your family like you want your own family to be treated. Being welcome into your home is something that Hiller does not take lightly. They're trained to make sure that you are ever left without services you need to be comfortable and safe. Now you can book your appointments online. In a few minutes, you can handle setting an appointment without ever picking up the phone. You can do that by going online, happyhiller.com.
This has been a big announcement.
The crisp days of fall are here. Unwind like never before with Dynasty Spas of Athens. From hot tubs to swim spas, we've got plenty in stock, all made right here in East Tennessee. Our spas have even been voted most comfortable in America. Every spa you buy has come fully loaded. Cover lift, steps, chemical kit, and free delivery. No surprises, just pure fall comfort. Need spa chemicals? We carry only the purest high-quality products around, so stop by just off Exit 49 in Athens or visit DynastySpas.com. Dynasty Spas, local luxury fall ready.
99.1 The Sports Animal and Colossal Productions have teamed up to send you and 3 friends to Music City Madness Saturday, December 6th. You can win 4 premier tickets to see the Vols battle Illinois in Bridgestone Arena, plus $500 for your Music City fun. Stop by select remote locations and scan the QR code to qualify. Join Tyler and Will Wednesday, November 12th at Twin City Nissan Alcoa Highway for your first chance to qualify. It's Music City Madness from Colossal Productions and 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Danny B here. Join us every Saturday morning on The Sports Animal. Visit us at dbwins.com and call our free pick hotline, 877-828-0120. That's 877-828-0120.
Golf season is here, and an eagle awaits you at Sevierville Golf Club. The very best golf in the beautiful Smoky Mountains is ready for you. 2 18-hole championship courses with breathtaking views, unique layouts, and pristine enough to be named the best maintained public golf course in all of Tennessee. All of this makes for a round of golf you won't soon forget. So challenge your game with all the elements of rolling hills, water, sand, and quick greens. Visit SeviervilleGolfClub.com to book your tee time or to learn more about memberships. Sevierville Golf Club, an eagle awaits you.
If your family is like mine, then you spend a lot of time in the kitchen. Hey, it's Heather Harrington. I'm cooking. My kids are doing homework or playing Uno, and then my husband is sitting there trying to figure out how to work the TV, all while we're sitting around the kitchen island. If you need space for your family, it's time to contact the professionals at Kitchen Sales. Let's give your family the space to spend time together every day and then entertain on special occasions. It doesn't matter what your budget is, because at Kitchen Sales, they can beat salvage store pricing, or they can do a fully custom-built kitchen, and they can hit everything in between. You're also going to love the fact that it is one-stop shopping. You can design your new space, pick out all your new cabinetry, countertops, appliances, and lock down your financing at one of their 2 handy locations. See their showrooms on Hoyt Avenue just off Cherry Street near downtown Knoxville, or out west in the Town and Country Shopping Center just off North Peters Road. All the info you need is online too at kitchensales.net. This has been a paid advertisement.
This Friday at 9 a.m., head to 991thesportsanimal.com and grab 2 unlimited ride passes for just $49.99 to attractions at the Island in Pigeon Forge. The Island, your destination to eat, shop, play, and stay in the heart of Pigeon Forge.
I'm Michael Jenkins, here to help you beat the books with the BetMGM Network. We're going to the ice and taking the Caps on the money line against the Blues. Both of these teams have been struggling as of late. St. Louis has lost 7 of 8, and Washington has lost 4 in a row. But Alexander Ovechkin is in search of goal number 900 for his career. Great opportunity to get that mark, and I think the momentum of that puts Washington in a great get-right spot. Take the Caps on the money line. I'm Michael Jenkins from the BetMGM Network. Bet smarter and beat the books, and download the BetMGM app today. Please gamble responsibly.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com, because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/play.
This is Josh and Swain. Good idea from Ben, who messaged us from the app. Appreciate you tuning in, however you are doing so, streaming on the app, our website, listening live on the radio on the Sports Animal, the Sports Monster. Change the name from Fall to Plummet on Monday.
It's going to be chilly.
Yep. We're going to get that plummet weather on Monday. Be prepared.
Yeah. You got time to prepare yourself for the elements. I mean, who's outside doing yard work on a Monday anyways? Unless, that's your job. So get your butt inside, get that car nice and warm.
Start it up early.
And then get inside quick. Make sure you stretch so you don't pull anything on your way to work. And then when work is over, it'll be a little bit warmer. Get your butt in the car and go home. Wear a jacket.
Problem solved. I've got gloves. I've got a toboggan. Good
gloves? You don't need all that. You don't need gloves. You can be like Deshaun Bishop out there, man. You don't need gloves. You'll be all right.
I'll be like Gary Payton. Glove me up. Hey, Jim messaged this one in. Gentlemen, let's lighten the mood. Why is 6 scared of 7? 6, 7, 6, 7.
Oh.
Why is 6 scared of 7? Because 7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9?
Yep. 7, 8, 9.
Okay. All right, man.
You like that one?
Yeah, that's good, man.
Hey, perfect. Lunchtime out there, too.
Yeah.
Randy asked, will the Adidas dollars resolve all of UT's sports problems next year?
All of them? My goodness. Where's all the problems?
Yeah, I don't know. He said smarter, faster, stronger players. There is a need to breathe.
Football team lost a game they weren't supposed to lose, okay? I didn't know there was a ton of problems across the athletic department.
Yeah, to be clear, Tennessee has fallen to number 25 in the college football playoff ranking. They're not a 6-6 team. I recognize the Florida Vandy games are still out there.
I know Lady Vols lost the first game, but my goodness.
But they lost to a top 10 team that was close and came down to the end. Tennessee basketball team is very well thought of early on in the season, full season to go. Tennessee sports are in good shape. Things are okay.
I know the men's team didn't play great first game of the season, but these dudes just met each other a couple months ago.
Right.
They'll be okay. And I know they lost to a potential Final Four team in Duke. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's all good. The only team that was disappointing, I'm sorry, that was a football team.
Mm-hmm.
But the rest of them, we're good. Like, it's all right.
Right. So Michael sent this text in. Michael in Kingsport, appreciate you, Michael. Said, like all Tennessee fans, I am disappointed we did not do better during the games we lost. But we were searching for a starting quarterback in April. I think this team has exceeded preseason expectations already. I believe Josh has done a great job considering the situation we were put in before this season ever started. So curious what you think.
Why y'all doing this to me, man?
Well, hey, it's a talk show. We're talking. So I have a couple thoughts, and then I'll pass it over to you.
Take your time, man. You know, we got about 3 minutes left.
Yeah.
Before we take a break, you just take 3 minutes, all right?
I don't have to go up tempo here.
No, just take your time, man.
Okay.
Take your time. You got it for the rest of the hour.
Okay. Well, let's see how I manage the clock.
Go ahead. I'll sit back. Go ahead.
So the point on the quarterback change and saying Josh has done a great job considering the situation we were put in, I don't really think they could have done a better job of replacing Nico at the time that they did and going out and getting Joey Aguilar. They were interested in other quarterbacks, power conference quarterbacks, understandably, but those guys were not leaving. So Tennessee did a great job in replacing Nico with Joey Aguilar. I think we all agree the quarterback play this year has been better than a year ago, right? So a point that's often brought up, and it's brought up understandably, that the preseason win total for this team was 8.5. So Tennessee is right in line with that, and that is true. Tennessee could still exceed its win total from June, July, August, where the odds makers had it at 8.5. I would also offer the reminder that in the spring, before Nico left, Tennessee's win total was 9.5. When Nico left, and the expectation there was that the quarterback play would drop off, the win total dropped from 9.5 to 8.5. But in the spring with Nico on the team, UT's win total was 9.5. The team was viewed as a 9 or 10 win football team. 10 meaning, hey, match what you did last year, get back to the college football playoff. It dropped because the expectation was that quarterback play would drop. Quarterback play actually improved. If in the spring the odds makers knew Joey could be better than Nico, I don't think they're dropping the win total. I think it stays at 9.5, meaning the expectation would have been to compete for a playoff spot again, which Tennessee has done, but has fallen short in its attempt. So I can't sit here and say that they've exceeded expectations. My preseason prediction was 9-3, so they're close to what I thought would happen. But this was a 9.5 win football team. Can you win 9 or 10 games? 10 being the high end, 9 being the low end. And right now the best they can do is the low end. So I can't say that they've exceeded expectations. I'm not going to kill them either. They lose to Florida and Vanderbilt might. But right now I think they are at the low end of their expectations, and they're at risk of falling short of that.
Good job, Josh.
How'd I do with those 3 minutes?
You nailed it.
Okay.
I'm proud of you.
Disagree with anything I said?
No, I do not disagree with anything that you said.
Well, we'll have more discussion over the next 2 hours. He's Jason Swain. I'm Josh Ward, 865-656-9900 to join us. Braden Gall joins us next on Josh and Swain.
Entering right now qualifies to win the Bud Light Nashville Getaway. You could win tickets to see Tennessee versus Kansas City in Nissan Stadium in the afternoon and Nashville against New York in Bridgestone Arena that night. Plus $1,000 in spending money. That's caller 9 to 865-656-WINS, 656-9467.
What's up, guys? David Pollack here, former Georgia Bulldog, former analyst with College Game Day, and host of my new show, See Ball, Get Ball. I'm a defensive lineman. That's why that's the name. You see the ball, you go get it. We're going to dive deep into college football. We're going to break down film. We'll have bold takes, real conversations with the biggest names in the sport every single week. If you eat, sleep, and breathe college football like I do, man, I promise you, See Ball, Get Ball is for you. So do me a favor. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Don't mind the construction. TK Wheeler Jewelers is still open for business. Hey, it's Heather Harrington. If you have some special occasion that's popping up on your calendar and you want to celebrate it in a big way, then there's only one way to do that, with a beautiful piece of jewelry from TK Wheeler Jewelers. They're located on South Illinois Avenue in Oak Ridge, right there next to the Outback Steakhouse. Open Monday through Friday. They have diamonds galore. Diamond hoop earrings, diamond stud earrings, diamond pendant necklaces, beautiful diamond tennis necklaces, diamond tennis bracelets, you name it, they've got the diamonds and they are gorgeous. Especially if you're thinking about popping the big question this fall, maybe head out to the apple orchard, get down on one knee, present her with that beautiful diamond halo engagement ring. She won't be able to say no to you with that TK Wheeler diamond. So when you need a beautiful piece of jewelry this fall, there's only one place to shop. It's my jewelry store, TK Wheeler Jewelers. This has been a paid advertisement.
Hey ladies, do you know the secret to becoming even more beautiful? The secret to great recipe are the ingredients. If your body is primarily water, the most significant ingredient is better water. Hi, I'm David Brewster from Aqua Clear Water Systems. An overlooked beauty secret is the water quality you're drinking and bathing in. If you want to have beautiful skin and hair, it begins with better water. I've been married for 31 years, and my wife is even more beautiful now than when we got married. I believe the number one reason for her beauty is for years she's been drinking and bathing in healthier and safer water that's free from harsh microtoxins and hardness impurities that damage and dull skin and hair. So this month, get better water by having an Aqua Clear water system installed and receive $400 off. Beauty begins with better water. Aqua Clear water.
Aqua Clear will change your water. It'll change your life.
Treat your taste buds to a world of sweet indulgence with Old South Candy.
Locally owned, Old South Candy offers a tantalizing array of delicious and intriguing flavors that will leave you craving more.
Indulge in their gourmet fudge with flavors like chocolate marshmallow fudge, pumpkin cheesecake, and Dubai chocolate. Chocolate caramel turtles and creamy buckeyes, all made with the finest ingredients.
Visit Old South Candy today in Halls in the Food City Shopping Center, their newest location at Kearns Food Hall, or oldsouthcandy.com. Old South Candy, proud supporter of the Tennessee Vols.
Craving good vibes and great beer? Zool Beer Company is your local favorite with 2 tap rooms, one on 5th Avenue near downtown and another in Hardin Valley. They're the creators of the legendary PB&J mixtape and your go-to place to catch every Vols football game. Come hungry and hit up the Abridged Burger Truck for the best smash burgers in town. Extraordinary beer, epic burgers, and serious Vols energy. This is Zool Beer Company. Check out ZoolBeer.com or follow them on Instagram at ZoolBeer.
In business, your image is everything. It builds confidence and reflects your reputation for getting things done. And that's why East Tennessee businesses, large and small, trust Image Matters, your locally owned office technology expert since 1999. From print and scan to mail solutions, we deliver world-class tools backed by fast, responsive, local service that's second to none. Visit ImageMattersInc.com or call 865-212-3600. Image Matters. Technology you need, people you trust.
From the Budweiser Studios, this is WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Friendsville, streaming worldwide on 99.1 thesportsanimal.com and on the Sports Animal app. We are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Maggie Gray with a Sports Minute. Tom Brady isn't just retired, he's diversified. The 7-time Super Bowl champ is now a broadcaster, Raiders part-time owner, trading card mogul, and biotech investor who just revealed his new dog is a clone of his old dog. From Saudi Arabia sports ventures to lab-grown pets, Tom Brady seems to be everywhere there's a high-dollar opportunity. But with every new deal, you have to wonder, does any of this start to sully his good name? I'm Maggie Gray.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-583-5795.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call
800-583-5795. That's 800-583-5795.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by Junk Be Gone. Rent any dumpster at regular rate and get 2 extra days free. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for 2 decades.
Hour number 2 of Josh and Swain begins. Thank you for being with us as we're presented by Junk Beyond, East Tennessee's junk removal specialist, next to Jason Swain. A joyful Jason Swain this afternoon. I'm Josh Ward. 1 hour down, 2 to go, and we're excited to begin this hour going to the Stanley Fencing and Gates Hotline. We say hello to Braden Gall, 440 Sports over there in the Mid-State. Braden, we appreciate the time as always. How are you?
Good afternoon. How we doing?
Hey, we're doing well. There have been topics to cover in Knoxville over the last few days, as often is the case. What do you think is the appropriate conversation? What's on your mind when you think about Tennessee's lost to Oklahoma, the season that's been to this point, and the Tennessee football program moving forward with 3 games to go and then big picture?
Okay. Man, just a nice, easy one there. Okay.
Yeah, start off
well,
soft.
Honestly, like, in kind of a strange way, I might have a relatively simple answer, but maybe that's because I'm on the outside kind of looking in, and I have my own sort of processes and expectations around this team. And we talked in the summer, I thought this was the 9th or 10th best team in the conference. That still makes them like kind of a fringe top 25 team. I thought they were about an 8-win team, maybe a 9-win team if things go right. If you beat Florida, maybe you get to another number. If you struggle and things go wrong, maybe you could drop to a 7-win team. I certainly don't think that's the case. I don't think they're 10, and I don't think they're 7, so I think they're right where I expected them. I thought Oklahoma going into the game was the better overall football team, but being at home, I thought they could pull out the victory. I think they played better than Oklahoma potentially, and then they made the mistakes. And so I think if you step back and look at the season, and if you handle your business in the final 2 games at least, and you're sitting there at 8-3 going into the final game, I think that's probably what I picked. Like, I literally had them at 8-3. I think the quarterback's been better. I think the defense has been a little worse. I think the conference has been more balanced than expected. Oklahoma's better than I expected. Vanderbilt's a little bit better than I expected. But I thought Vanderbilt and Tennessee were about even in the preseason rankings, and I don't know. Like I'm hearing like multiple different sides of the equation on Josh Heupel. Like I'm hearing absurdity about like, well, if they lose to Vanderbilt, things are going to get tricky. I'm like, well, that's absurd. And then I'm hearing things like, well, should Tennessee fans be worried that Josh Heupel's a candidate for LSU? I'm like, well, that's absurd. So I know that it's all what have you done for me lately, and I know we're watching this crazy carousel all over the country. But, like, Tennessee's in a really good place, and I think it's okay to just take a deep breath and say, this is a good team. It's not a great team. It was never supposed to be a great team, and let's just keep building the program. Like, I don't know. I know that's not, like, exciting and sexy for people to hear, but, like, that's something that Tennessee fans 12 years ago would have, like, committed crimes for. So, I don't know. To be a down year or a disappointing season and to be potentially sitting at 8-3 going into the last game or going maybe even 7-3 going into Florida where you should win. Like, I don't know. I think that's big picture. It's a pretty decent spot to be in, honestly. So,
what does Tennessee have to do to beat Florida, to beat Vanderbilt from what you've seen from Tennessee in the last few weeks and what you've seen from Florida and Vanderbilt in the last few weeks?
So I think the Florida game is interesting because it's such a weird matchup of styles. Like I think Florida's defense is pretty salty in areas that you need to be. Like I think Tennessee can attack down the field against them. But the truth of the matter is, if you play sort of like your B+ game, or you don't even have to play an A+ game, maybe an A- game. If you play a B+ game against Florida and you play sort of almost to your potential, you should win the football game. I don't know if that's true against Vanderbilt, y'all. Like Vanderbilt is just a good football team. Like I think they're better than Florida significantly, and they might be better than Tennessee. We'll find out. I had this strange feeling all summer. I thought, man, Vanderbilt's going to be better than Tennessee, and I don't know if that's true yet. I think we're gonna find out on the field, and I think there's a playoff spot for Vanderbilt potentially on the line when that game happens. They've got to get through Auburn, and I think they play Kentucky, I think, next week. And so they've got to get through games they're supposed to win. And if they do that, I think they're coming to Knoxville as a 2-loss team with 9-2 on the resume and probably sitting just outside of the top 12. And then, then that game starts to carry more weight for everybody involved. But I think you play your B+ game. You take some shots down the field, you run the football. Joey Aguilar plays maybe 1 or 2 less mistakes, and I think you go down and you should beat Florida if you're okay playing a little bit more of a low-scoring game, which Tennessee has not done a ton of this year.
Braden Gall is with us, 440 Sports. Yeah, Vanderbilt will host Auburn this week, get a bye week before hosting Kentucky the week before playing in Knoxville. If Tennessee beats Florida and Vanderbilt is 9-2, those will both be teams with some positivity going into that final week. Tennessee's trying to play spoiler, of course. Mm-hmm. Vanderbilt will be trying to get in the playoff. But that would be quite a dynamic in Knoxville.
Wouldn't it, boys?
Yeah.
I mean, again, and we were talking today on the show, SEC Football Live, everywhere you get your podcasts, and on the 440 Sports YouTube page as well. Sort of the concept of what that game could mean for the Tennessee coaching staff. I don't expect the coaching staff to be fully intact next year, but I think any conversation around major changes is way too premature, even with a loss to your in-state hated little brother arch rival who might be going to the playoffs. So it's not a good look. There's not a lot of excuses you can make if they were to lose that game and Vandy finishes with 2-game better record and maybe makes the playoff. Like it's not going to sit well. People are going to be rightly frustrated and upset, and I totally get it. But again, if you step back from it and you go, this is the greatest team maybe in the history of one organization. Every 100 years they're going to have that team. and Tennessee going, man, this is one of the more disappointing seasons we've had in recent memory, but it's still better than every team Derek Dooley, Butch Jones, and Jeremy Pruitt had. I think you got to have some perspective there.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Is there a player for Tennessee that has stood out the last couple of weeks? You watched the Vols as well?
So that'd be really nice to have those games on television in Nashville, for the record. I would love to have those games on my YouTube TV if possible, but it's not. I've been doing here's what I will say. I'll be doing a lot of writing around Titans draft prospects and what they're looking at. And there's obviously Chris Brazel's moved his way up. I don't think he's the top 5 or 6 receiver in this class. You're looking at, I think Bernard at Alabama's getting there. Tyson out of Arizona State's going to be a top pick. I think Cardinal Tate at Ohio State's going to be a top 25 or 30 pick. The kid out of USC, Mekhi Lemon's going to be up there potentially. So there's a lot of good players, but I think he's a fringe first-round pick. He's probably made the most movement in this draft class. But really what's exciting is all the younger players, the guys that are in the 2027 draft class and even the 2028 draft class that feel like they have made some strides and are starting to catch the eye of some of these NFL scouts. And so you start talking offensive and defensive lines for next year, I think fans have a right to get excited about it.
Braden Gall, 440 Sports, is with us. The latest opening that came this past weekend, Auburn. What do you make of that situation, that job that is now vacant with Hugh Freeze being fired? Because Florida, LSU, Arkansas already happened, but Auburn's just an intriguing place, intriguing job, all kinds of storylines. What do you think of it?
I mean, look, I think much like you made the joke about sort of if Les Miles and Coach Oka win a national championship at LSU, so should Brian Kelly. I mean, outside of this little chunk of bad football where you had Harsin and now Freeze, I mean, who could have seen this coming with Hugh Freeze, guys? I don't know. I think you got to go Terry Bowden, undefeated season. Tommy Tuberville, undefeated season. Gene Chizik, national champion. Gus Malzahn played in the national championship game. Like, a lot of guys that we wouldn't consider necessarily like, the greatest coaches of all time have had enormous success at Auburn. So it's not as good a job currently as LSU. It's probably a step behind Florida slightly because of some of the chaos on the Plains. But there are 4 jobs right now, in my opinion, that are open that you can win a national championship at: Penn State, Florida, LSU, and Auburn. And so I don't think there's no argument that those are the top 4, in my opinion. I don't see how you can, which means you should attract a good candidate. The problem with Auburn is that they like to go after like the shiny toy, like a cat with a laser pointer. Like they don't just like go do the smart. And this is, I compared it to Tennessee today on the show. Like Tennessee went after that stuff for so many years, and they didn't have the right people making decisions, that it cost them like a decade and a half of chaos and turmoil and dysfunction. But then all of a sudden, you hire a professional adult to be the president, and you hire a professional adult who's maybe a little gangster to be your AD, then you hire a professional adult to be your football coach, and all of a sudden, look what happens. And so I do think Auburn, the fans aren't going to like the boring hire, but you got to go hire a professional adult. Is that John Summerall? Great, go do it. Is that an older coach who's more established somewhere else but maybe isn't as exciting? Willie Fritz at Houston or whatever? Go do it. If you want to do the Auburn thing, you go after James Franklin. And I think James Franklin will be super fun. I might root for that on a personal entertainment level because I think it would be hilarious and just from an entertainment standpoint.
Oh, yeah.
And he's a good coach. He's a better coach than Hugh Freeze has ever been. And so I think you're going to get 9 or 10 wins with James. I don't think he can win a national championship. I don't think he's good enough to beat the best coaches in the country, Kirby Smart or whatever, most weeks. But I think he's got a pretty high floor, a la Mark Richt, let's say. And so, what are you going to do? Are you going to keep doing the Auburn thing and keep going after the shiny object that sort of makes you feel good in the moment, like eating a bowl of ice cream after 10 o'clock? Or are you going to go, hire the professional adult? And only time will tell if whatever Auburn decides to do in that. But I still think it's a really good job. So,
hey, Braden, what is going on at 440 Sports for people to check out?
Well, for all you disappointed Preds fans in Knoxville, we have coverage of the Nashville Predators, all about 8 of you. We've got coverage, Gold Standard, Lower Broad Hockey. There's a lot of questions about their coaching situation right now. So check that out. There's going to be a lot of movement on the trade front for Nashville, and that's not even for 2 months from now. So there's going to be a lot of things that could be happening with the Nashville Predators. So stay tuned. Gold Standard, lowerbroadhockey.com covers all things Nashville Predators, and as well as SEC Football Live. A football show covers the Titans. We got all your coverage for Nashville SC. Their playoff game coming up this weekend against Miami. So lots of good stuff still happening in the state of Tennessee as it pertains to sports. So 440 Sports on YouTube, social media, and podcast app of choice.
They're covering it all for you, Braden. We appreciate the time, as always. Thanks so much, and we will talk to you again soon.
We're on to the draft, boys.
That's
We're on
it.
to the draft.
That's it. Braden Golf, 440 Sports. Thanks, Braden.
All right, be good.
440 Sports, joining us on the Stanley Fencing and Gates Hotline. The Titans this past weekend, they had a defensive and special teams touchdown at home in the first quarter and still lost and actually fell behind by double digits before tacking on a late score to make it a 7-point game. That's got to be rare.
Losers find ways to lose, Josh. This is the Titans.
Winners find ways to win.
Tennessee wasn't hiring a shiny object or looking to hire a shiny object when they hired Derek Dooley and Butch Jones.
Well, there was talk from some of wanting the shiny object, right? Like a John Gruden.
Well, everybody wants the shiny object.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody does that. Florida has done that. But USC has done that. A&M has done that. Everybody wants to do that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But we went from wanting to hire the shiny object to hiring Dooley, Butch Jones, and Jeremy Pruitt.
Yeah, I probably would have gone in different directions with those hires, but
yeah.
I didn't have the same level of expertise as at least one of those ADs.
Well, your hair wasn't as good as Dave Hart's either. So
that's undeniable. If Summerall gets the Auburn job, are you going to join his staff? Is he going to hire you down there?
No, I doubt it. I'd be surprised if he's not the coach of Auburn, man. I remember him I remember him growing up. when it was Alabama-Auburn week. Like, you got to pick one of the two, okay? He was an Auburn guy.
To be clear, John Summerall, he's the head coach at Tulane. He was your high school teammate at Grissom in Huntsville.
For 2 years, yeah. And so he was 2 grades ahead of me. His wife is an Auburn fan. I do know that. And so I would be shocked if he's not at Auburn.
Yeah.
Now, I think that would be a really good fit, but I do know he played at Kentucky. He's loyal, but he should not want to go to Kentucky.
Yeah, if I were Auburn, I would lean toward making Summerall priority number 1 and make it clear to him and his agent, we're all in on you. Come to Auburn and build this how you want to build it. That's how I would do it.
Yep, he knows that state. You know, he coached at Troy.
Yeah.
And he gets it.
Yep. We'll continue the conversation, 865-656-9900, as Tennessee is working on getting ready for New Mexico State ahead of Florida and Vanderbilt to close out the season. We have a lot to cover between now and 3 o'clock. Thank you for being with us, 865-656-9900. If you'd like to be part of the show, Jason Swain is here. I'm Josh Ward. This is Josh and Swain.
Everything is more expensive than before, except for the sports animal, always free on the air and on the stream. 99.1, the sports animal.
2 locations to serve you in Clinton. That is Freedom Motors if you're looking for a sedan for your family. How about SUVs that you can choose from? Pickup trucks if you're looking to pull a boat or a trailer. Cargo vans, service trucks for the business owners out there that run small or large businesses. They specialize there at Freedom Motors in a program made just for first-time buyers. Also, second chance financing is available as well. They offer financing for all types of credit by using local credit unions and national banks. You can check out their selection by going to the website and get the process started at freedommotorstn.com.
This has been a paid announcement.
Native Design, your local custom pool and hardscape specialist. For 20 years, Native Design has transformed outdoor spaces into breathtaking retreats where families gather, friends connect, and memories are made. Picture the pool of your dreams, a place to relax, entertain, and make any season unforgettable. Paired with excellent, durable hardscapes like custom decking and stonework, Native Design turns ordinary yards into exceptional escapes. Call 865-310-3256 or visit nativetn.com.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-8695. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-8695. That's 800-575-8695. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
You're either in or you're out. And some things need to be kept in. And some things need to be kept out.
Whether it's for safety, curb appeal, or privacy, Cantrell Fence Company separates the in from the out. Aluminum, wood, vinyl, or chain link, we can meet your needs. Let us help you keep what's important in and the rest out. Get your instant estimate today at CantrellFence.com.
Stay comfortable all year long by becoming a member of the Chancey & Reynolds Comfort Club. Members get 2 seasonal checkups, one in the heating season and one in the cooling season, discounts on service, and priority for service calls. Sign up for Chancey & Reynolds' annual maintenance plan and you'll be prepared for a cold winter, a hot summer, or anything in between. For details, call 865-525-5076 or go to ChanceyReynolds.com. That's ChanceyReynolds.com.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack. Another winning week. 4-0 sweeper on Sunday. Keys another profitable week at FatJackSports.com. Now we add college basketball. Go to FatJackSports.com. Sign up and start turning a profit betting the games. You get the play sent to a personal portal. They're emailed to you. You get a recommended betting guide, and you will make money for less than about $100 a week. Get all the plays at FatJackSports.com and join us for what's going to be a winning fall. FatJackSports.com.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. RT Tyler texted in and said, "What's your tone about the Titans?" Sorry, Tyler, the Titans stink. Big time.
Man, please, Tyler.
They played the Raiders this year. I'm a Raiders fan. It was an absolute joy watching them play the Titans because...
That's y'all's homecoming game?
New Mexico State was in town that weekend.
Did y'all pay them to play?
Should have.
Golly.
It's easy. So, sorry to the Titans fans. They deserve better. It's a good fan base. But it's a tough watch. They know it, too. They've already fired their coach.
Yeah, Eddie George out here calling out the organization. We never hear Eddie George say anything.
Yeah, the Titans are dreadful. They're a brutal watch.
Worst situation, Jets or Titans?
Titans.
Worst in the league?
I think so, and they have a quarterback who I think is capable of being really good. It's difficult to tell because he doesn't have much around him, but
I feel bad for him.
I say the Jets, they just acquired all those first-round picks. Now they might screw them up, but
they're healthy.
They've got something to build around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Aaron Glenn. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he won't be a good head coach. I don't think he's set up to succeed there. But
no, he's not.
Yeah, it's just not a favorable spot for the Titans.
At all.
No. And now all of a sudden the Colts look like they're something. Texans are at least quality, and the Jags aren't embarrassing. So the division's not even as easy as it has been in recent years. But we'll watch our tone.
What you got over there?
Hey, we got this question. We have Austin Price coming up in our next segment, thanks to Colossal Productions. Josh, why are Vol fans always judged on wanting to be the best? Why do these talking heads always tell us to temper expectations? If you don't want to be the best, why even care? It's crap. Why are we the bad guys for wanting more?
We shouldn't be. And that's what I said yesterday. I mean, I think the whole chasing championships stuff gets conveniently played. Now, I don't think Danny White or Josh Heupel has shot away from the expectations. They haven't came out and said, "Hey, we don't talk about going to the SEC championship game." But you do have some talking heads that take a small minority of the fan base who are emotional and talking about firing Josh Heupel, when most of the fan base just wants the team to look better, look tougher, look better, look like they coach better, play better against inferior opponents. Like, that's all most of the fans want. And that is a reasonable request because that's what I want. That's what a lot of dudes who played at Tennessee, that's what we out here talking about amongst ourselves, okay? The difference is I'm saying it out loud because it's my job. But we all want that, for them to play better and look better. Stop trying to turn that around and make it seem like that we are the suspects or the fans are the suspects and the players and the coaches are the victims. It's not like that at all. All people want is for them to play better and look better. I think that's pretty fair.
Yeah, I think the majority of fans' expectations or complaints in recent weeks have been fair. There is always going to be extreme, but I think the extreme is a small percentage.
Correct.
We'll see what Austin Price thinks. We'll talk a little recruiting. There is a big-time target to update you on in the 2027 class as well. We'll talk Tennessee football with Austin Price of VolQuest when we come back. He'll join us thanks to Colossal Productions right here on Josh and Swain.
Tennessee football is hot. Tennessee wins! And the only way to catch every electrifying moment, no matter where you go, is with the Sports Animal app. From kickoff to the final whistle, live play-by-play, touchdown, insider coverage, and the roar of Neyland. It's all right here in your pocket. Whether you're tailgating, road tripping, or screaming from your couch, don't miss a second of the action. Download the Sports Animal app now and ride with the Big Orange all season long.
Hey, I'm Josh Hemphill, right here in Knoxville. Let's talk about something that's not always top of mind, but still really important, life insurance. The Josh Hemphill State Farm team can help you understand options that best fit your family. Contact us right here in Farragut at 865-675-3999.
Time now for Sports Animals Sports Minute.
Ohio State is the number 1 team in the first college football playoff rankings of the season, followed by Indiana at number 2 and Texas A&M at number 3. Alabama and Georgia round out the top 5. Ole Miss checks in at number 6 with BYU at number 7. Texas Tech, Oregon, and Notre Dame round out the top 10. Texas is number 11. Oklahoma is number 12. Tennessee comes in at number 25. One of the 12 spots for the college football playoff will go to the highest-ranked non-power conference champion. With no Group of 5 team in the top 25, the playoff selection committee has designated Memphis as the highest-ranked Group of 5 team. NBA games tonight at 7 o'clock. Cavs get the Sixers. Jazz visit the Pistons. Pacers take on the Nets. At 7:30, the Wizards visit the Celtics. The Timberwolves take on the Knicks. Grizzlies host the Rockets at 8. Mavericks get the Pelicans at 8:30. Heat visit the Nuggets at 9. 10 o'clock, Spurs visit the Lakers. Trailblazers host the Thunder. And the Warriors visit the Kings. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Black men are the most likely Americans to die from lung cancer, and black people develop the disease earlier in life than others. Federal guidelines have nearly doubled the number of black Americans eligible for lung cancer screening. Insurance companies are required to cover these tests for those ages 50 to 80 who smoke or used to smoke. If that's you, talk to a doctor about lung cancer screening. For more information and to find a screening center near you, visit acr.org/mylcs. That's acr.org/mylcs.
Furnished by American College of Radiology.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy place, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
Ball fans, it's go time at Sports Treasures. Chris Brazel and Joey Aguilar will be in store Thursday 5 to 7. Autographs just $35. Inscriptions $10. Sponsor limited. Call or message Sports Treasures now before they're gone.
Danny B here. Join us every Saturday morning on The Sports Animal. Visit us at dbwins.com and call our free pick hotline, 877-828-0120. That's 877-828-0120.
Hey, Vol fans, it's Dr. Lewis Reaper with Tennessee Foot and Ankle, and our team is all Vol. We know the pains that come from kicking the TV after a tough loss and the agony that follows until the next win. For any Vol pain that you experience, let us help heal you from the ankles down. Located in Sevierville, Madisonville, and Lenore City, we'll make it worth the drive knowing you're being treated by true Vol fans who know true Vol pains. Call today at VOL 986-2700 and let's get your Vol pain gone before more settle in this next game day. Tennessee Foot and Ankle.
Looking for a magical way to unwind? Discover Cantrip, the sensationally drinkable THC beverage. Crafted with bold botanicals and spellbinding flavors, Cantrip offers a delightful escape from the ordinary. 0 sugar, 0 calories, and 0 hangover. Just pure, drinkable delight. Let the enchantment begin with Cantrip. Visit drinkcantrip.com to find your favorite flavor and start your magical journey today. Ask for it in your local wine and spirit stores and CBD stores.
It's back, Knoxville. Midnight Madness at Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville. This Saturday, November 8th, we're open late and we're going big. Get up to $6,000 over book value for your trade, plus up to $2,500 in bonus cash and additional rebates galore. We're having a party with food trucks on site all day, and you can register to win prizes like a giant TV, tablets, Amazon gift cards, headphones, gas grills, and more with no purchase necessary. It's one day only this Saturday. The only thing better than Black Friday is Midnight Madness at Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville, I-75 at Callahan Drive.
Celebrate Junk Be Gone's 20th anniversary with their end-of-the-year special. Get 2 free days, rent any dumpster at regular rate, and get 2 extra days free. Plus, get up to $100 off any demolition project. Check out their 30-day contractor dumpsters, now available for as low as $420. Give them a buzz for more information on this special offer. Junk Be Gone has proudly been the #1 junk removal company for 20 years. Call them today for a free estimate. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for 2 decades.
When there's stuff that you want gone, give a buzz to Junk Be Gone.
Pickup and delivery at West End Tire and Service, and no, they don't sell pizza. West End Tire and Service makes it easy for you to get new tires or car repair. They'll come to your home or work to pick up your vehicle, or you can drop it off and they'll be glad to give you a lift. Go where Blount Countyans have gone for over 50 years. West End Tire and Service, Broadway and Lamar Alexander in Maryville. And see Scott Word and David Lockett. Call 982-7836 or westendtireandservice.com. Go Big Orange.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Find great early Black Friday deals now at Lowe's. Get up to 50% off select major appliances, plus up to an extra 25% off when you bundle select major appliances. Valid through 11/19. Selection varies by location. Select locations only while supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
Well, we are looking at a beautiful day ahead with lots of sunshine. Temperatures will climb into the upper 60s, right near 70 degrees. Although it will be breezy, it will be a beautiful day to get out and about and enjoy it because more rain will return by the end of the week. In the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Sydney Sullivan.
At Ingalls, we know the ever-present struggle of what am I going to make for dinner this week? That's why we started the Ingalls Table. It's all waiting for you at ingalls-markets.com. Ingalls, low prices, love the savings.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by Junk Be Gone. Rent any dumpster at regular rate and get 2 extra days free. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for 2 decades.
Fair, honest sports conversation from 2 guys that define credibility. Here's Josh and Swain on 99.1, the Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Jason Swain is here, a VFL and former Tennessee wide receiver. We're presented by Junk Beyond each and every day. And we are excited to welcome to the show this segment, the guy we talk to each week, Austin Price of VolQuest.com. He joins us thanks to Colossal Productions with their 14 or 16-foot video walls, perfect for any big event that you are planning. Go to colossalproductions.com. Austin, we appreciate the time as always. Why don't we get right to it, then we can continue the rest of the conversation. The latest with Jermod McCoy. What do you hear there? Tennessee's off this week, 3 games remaining. They're pretty much out of the playoff picture. What's the latest you hear with Tennessee's corner, who has not yet played but hasn't ruled out playing this season?
He was on the practice field today, Josh. Did stuff with the team. Is he going to play? I don't know. I don't think anybody can definitively say that. I do know that his actions speak to that he would like to get back at some point over these next 3 games. So I think that's a positive sign. Again, ultimately this will be the call of, Jermod and Jermod's family and the doctors saying you're good to go. But obviously if he's out there doing stuff with the team, he's getting well enough to do football activities that are more than just individual. And so that's a positive sign. We talk about the steps in the progression. That was the next step. And so Tennessee's next game is in, 10 days or so against New Mexico State, and we'll see if he elects to play in that football game next week. And remember now, it being a non-conference game, there will be no Wednesday, Thursday, Friday availability report. So this will be probably something you'll just kind of find out when you go to the game field on Saturday.
If we gave you one game where Jermod McCoy could only play for the rest of the season in the regular season, which game is the most important game?
Florida. It's the next big game, and they've got the better collection of receivers. So Florida. It's easy. That's easy.
All right. Since you said that's easy, let's see if this next one is easy then. Recruits on campus. Give us the status of the big time recruits. We don't have to talk about the ones that are not big time. Only the big time recruits. Austin Price. How did it go for Tennessee this weekend?
Well, Jason, what is big time, right? Define that. Princeton UAFO committed to Tennessee on Sunday around lunchtime, and he's a top 100 player in the class of 2027, 4-star offensive tackle from Siegel.
That's big time,
and that was big. David Gabriel, Georgia's. Tennessee continues to be in a really good spot there. I think that they're leading the pack now. Again, can they hold on? Can they, continue at this pace? We'll see. Right now they've done what they needed to do in this recruitment to impress him or impress his family. As far as 26s are concerned, they flipped the tight end commit from Cal, Luca Wolf, who's from the NFL Academy in London. And then we'll see what happens with Micah Smith, the offensive guard committed to UCLA, and Amari Latimer, the running back that's committed to Wisconsin, both of which were in here last weekend for official visits, both of which are not doing interviews. So you're really kind of basing it off talking to people close to their recruitments, those type things, when you're talking about those two kids. But Ohio State is also heavily involved in both of their recruitments as they try to flip both those kids again from Wisconsin and UCLA.
We're talking to Austin Price, VolQuest.com. What is the latest? What's going to happen with one of Tennessee's top athletes in the class, Legend Bay, is committed to Tennessee and visited Ohio State this past weekend?
We'll see. Tennessee's continued to have good dialogue with him since he went up there for a visit. A lot of chatter around the Buckeyes right now. Their recent success with receivers would be something that would be easy for him to gravitate toward. Josh Heupel and Kelsey Pope are going to be down in Texas on Friday to see him. And so that will be something where they're trying to kind of pull back the momentum a little bit, and we'll see if they're able to do that. But Tennessee is working hard to try to hold on to Legend Bay. Tennessee's got 4 wide receivers committed, all 4 of which Tennessee would love to hold on to. They like this class of receivers a whole lot.
What's the likelihood we see multiple quarterbacks playing in the New Mexico State game? Do we see 3? Do we see 2?
No, it should be all 3. I would make the case that that the second quarterback into the game should be George McIntyre. Most people don't believe that Jake Merklinger is going to be here past January. And if you deep down believe that, if you're Joey Halsley and Josh Heupel, and you don't believe Merklinger is the guy or going to be here in January, then I'm going to give those reps, those meaningful reps in a game, to Georgia McIntyre. You go back to the UAB game, they got late in the game. UAB went on that long drive. Tennessee's defense couldn't get off the field, and by the time Tennessee's offense got the ball back and it was set to go to George, they decided, we're not going to insult George by putting him in to hand it off, so they just kept Jake in. So George never went in. 1, you don't want that to happen again. 2, I would tell you these are valuable reps that can help catapult a quarterback that you feel like is going to be on your roster next year, battling out for the starting job with Faison Brandon and others. And so I think all 3 should play, but I think it's important for George to get real run in this football game. I would tell you the same thing about guys like Bennett Warren. I would tell you the same thing about anybody like DeJuan Morris, Deson Brame, anybody that you feel like is going to be a real player for you. And get them some momentum. Let them feel good about themselves, and do so before the fourth quarter. Do so when you've got some other talent around them. I think that's the biggest thing is even if George is the third quarterback in the game, to me you want him to be in there with some real players to throw the ball to have a good quality offensive line blocking for him, not where he's running for his life or just handing it off every play. I think all of that stuff is vital to getting young players reps, having quality people out there around them when you do it.
Austin Price, VolQuest.com. He's on with us thanks to Colossal Productions. What do you think the next, coming up on 2 months will look like in terms of closing out recruiting, planning for what Tennessee will want to go after in the transfer portal, and trying to retain talent from entering the transfer portal, at least guys that they will for sure want to keep?
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. Last year it was all going on at the same time. You had signing day, you had the portal, you had the playoff game against Ohio State, all of which was all going on at the same time. This year, you're going to wrap up the regular season, you'll have signing day, and then you'll have 6 weeks or so before the portal opens. And during that time, you will be able to work on new deals for roster retention with your current team. You'll be able to prepare for your bowl game and then eventually play it. I just think this current model, this current calendar is way more conducive to having success for coaches and players, it's to me going to be less of a headache. Now, don't get me wrong. I think January, once the portal opens, it's going to be as wild, probably more wild than it's ever been. And I've never thought that it was super, super crazy. But I think this year with all the firings and hirings and turnover and all of that, as you know, because all these schools are going to go, well, we got to flip. These new coaches are going to get to these new schools and go, got to flip the roster. It's not good enough. What's here's not good enough. We got to flip it because you got to make it your own. Every team does that. So that means there's going to be a lot of movement, and it's going to be fascinating to see. So I think once you get to the portal, it is going to be a thrill a minute. But I do think there's some lag time between signing day and when the portal happens where you can renegotiate your roster for roster retention, and I think that'll be pivotal.
What's the health status of some of the players that went down in the Oklahoma game? And also Arion Carter with his with how he played and status with his toes.
David Sanders went down, came back. Still should be good for New Mexico State. Jesse Perry going to have 2 weeks to get healthy. If it's iffy, I'm not playing him. I would tell you, listen, Arion Carter gutted through and did the best he could against Oklahoma. I would be floored, stunned, flabbergasted, and shocked if he plays against New Mexico State. Because ultimately that gives you 3 weeks to rest that double turf toe before he goes to Florida, and you would have a much more healthy Arion Carter going into that game. So, as far as everybody else, it's about as healthy as they can be for early November.
Hey, Austin, what is Boo Carter's status with Tennessee's football team over the next 3 weeks, and then I guess the next 3 weeks and beyond?
Nobody expects Boo to be here next year. And the fact he didn't play a defensive snap against Oklahoma tells me his status with the defensive staff. Now, he was back there for punts. I know what Jason said earlier in the week on the radio because it was quickly reported on the general's quarters. So I don't know exactly what he said, so we'll take it with a 60% grain of what it probably was. But Josh Heupel pointed out today in his press conference that had a couple of line drives that basically that Boo elected to fair catch and not return that he could have returned. And, I'd say there's some frustration there. And listen, if you're not going to play him on defense, I wouldn't have him return punts because ultimately he's not very happy. And Tennessee wasn't very happy with his effort at Kentucky. Boo earned his stripes last year through his play. This year, he decided to go AWOL in July, had to go through some stuff off the field to be back on this football team, still had some minor hiccups behind the scenes, and, this staff's kind of stuck with him, even with him kind of coming off the bench. He's not been very good, and if he's not going to be zoned in, locked in, and be willing to do the little things, then I don't think you can trust him to do the little things out there in a big game in the swamp or at home against Vanderbilt. So, for me, if I'm the coach, I'm going in a different direction at this point in time. But that's me.
Austin, it's an all sports time. What's happening at VolQuest right now with all the different UT sports activity?
Oh, just lots of stuff. We got the wrap up of fall ball for baseball this week. Eric Kane will have you covered on all that. Grant and Rob will have you covered. But Tennessee's basketball team they'll be back in action on Saturday. The Lady Vols are action on Friday, and we'll get you continued recruiting coverage. Matt Ray and I will continue to push out the stories of kids that were here this past weekend for the 27s and 28s that were in town.
It is never dull here, which is a good thing, and they always have you covered at volquest.com. Austin, thanks for the time and all the information today. We appreciate it, and we will talk to you again next week.
Sounds good, guys. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Austin. Austin Price joins us on the Stanley Fencing and Gates hotline, and he joins us thanks to Colossal Productions. Check out their website, colossalproductions.com. Well, you will see what we're talking about. They have these 14 and 16-foot video screens, incredible. So if you're planning a big event, if you're an event planner, if you're getting ready for a huge tailgate or corporate event, check out Colossal Productions. Get in touch with them and see how they can help you bring their big video wall to you to take the event to the next level. where every event becomes legendary. That's at Colossal Productions, online, colossalproductions.com. We'll continue this conversation. Appreciate Austin Price's time. We appreciate
famous.
you being with us.
I'm famous. I'm on the message board.
You made the GQ.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, man. I made it.
I've told you you're popular.
I made it. Yeah, man. I wonder what was said, though. I hope they said what I said instead of, not make up stuff, add stuff or take stuff away. Quote me 100% because I said it and I dang sure meant it.
And as Austin mentioned, what Josh Heupel said would kind of back up what you said on Monday.
Oh, I know, because I used to return punts. And I agree with Austin Price. I don't know what we're doing. He needs to sit down. He don't want to be here, let him go. At this point.
We will move on, 865-656-9900 with a segment remaining this hour, and we're with you until 3 o'clock this afternoon, as we are each day from 12 until 3, thanks to Junk Beyond on Josh and Swain.
AMR Clinical Knoxville is conducting a clinical research study for individuals currently using semaglutide weekly for weight management and seeing positive results. Qualified participants are between 18 and 79, have been on semaglutide for at least 3 months, are responding well and tolerating the treatment, and meet other study criteria. Participants will stay in-house at our clinical site for 4 days and 3 nights consecutively and complete outpatient visits. Receive all study-related care and the investigational medication at no cost. Compensation is available for study-related time and travel. Call AMR Clinical Knoxville today, 865-305-DRUG or AMRKnoxville.com.
At Ingles, we know that fresh means local. The best ingredients don't come from a world away. They come from your own backyard, which is why we rise to the challenge of providing the freshest items you'll find anywhere. Getting our foods from the farms we support, to the stores we love, to the tables you treasure. Ingles, we're with you every step of the way.
Do you want your next event to be the one they'll be talking about for years? Whether a watch party, wedding, tailgate, or corporate event, it's time to make your event legendary. With Colossal Productions, future celebrations will never be the same after you experience one of our colossal 14 or 16-foot video walls. Whether a business owner, event planner, or party thrower, Colossal Productions has a video wall that will make your next get-together unlike any other. See the visuals for yourself at colossalproductions.com and book yours today. Colossal Productions, where every event becomes legendary.
Nothing says welcome home like a fresh carpet cleaning from Zero Res. For a limited time, schedule 3 rooms and get a hallway clean for $1. Easily schedule your cleaning online at ZeroResKnoxville.com. Zero Res, all they leave is clean.
99.1 The Sports Animal and Colossal Productions have teamed up to send you and 3 friends to Music City Madness Saturday, December 6th. You can win 4 premier tickets to see the Vols battle Illinois in Bridgestone Arena, plus $500 for your Music City fun. Stop by select remote locations and scan the QR code to qualify. Join Tyler and Will Wednesday, November 12th at Twin City Nissan Alcoa Highway for your first chance to qualify. It's Music City Madness from Colossal Productions and 99.1 The Sports Animal.
So my mother is thinking of switching from Verizon to Pure Talk, but she's worried the deal sounds too good to be true. Michael, she said, how can those Pure Talk people offer me the same basic service as Verizon for so much less money? I said, Ma, go ask Google how much Verizon spends on advertising and promotions. A few seconds later, my mother said, oh my goodness, $12 billion a year? That must be a typo. I'll tell you what I told my mom. It's not a typo. Verizon spends $12 billion a year on advertising and promotions, and their customers are paying for it. Well, Pure Talk doesn't spend that kind of money on commercials. Trust me, I would know. That's why they can offer you and my mother unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a crazy fast 5G network for just $25 a month. And if you're a business owner, you could really save a fortune. Dial pound 250, say the words Mike Rowe, and you'll get an additional 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 Mike Rowe. Pure Talk. Everything you need and nothing you don't.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack. Another winning week. 4-0 sweeper on Sunday. Keys another profitable week at FatJackSports.com. Now we add college basketball. Go to FatJackSports.com. Sign up and start turning a profit betting the games. You get the play sent to a personal portal. They're emailed to you. You get a recommended betting guide, and you will make money for less than about $100 a week. Get all the plays at FatJackSports.com and join us for what's going to be a winning fall. FatJackSports.com.
Danny B here. Join us every Saturday morning on The Sports Animal. Visit us at dbwins.com and call our free pick hotline, 877-828-0120. That's 877-828-0120.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Final segment of hour number 2, 865-656-9900 to be part of the show. Shannon asked, why can't Lewis do punt returns? He does kickoff returns. Did ask, is there a difference? What would be the difference in the roles of, by the way, Tennessee doesn't really return kickoffs. They just have somebody fair catch those. But the difference in returning punts and kickoffs, what do you think?
Returning punts are harder. Return kickoffs are like super, super, super easy. And so, Lewis obviously wasn't good enough to be number 2 because that was Braylon Staley. We saw him out there versus Mississippi State. So they're just really difficult, man. They're hard to catch. And the punts from Oklahoma on Saturday was a punt returner's dream. Low, spiral, not much time you have to spend looking at the recoverage team coming down to hit you. You had plenty of room, plenty of space, and that thing is so easy to catch. It's like catching a punt off a joke machine, which sometimes is pointless because they never come like that to you in a game. But they did Oklahoma. When you get in over in punts, you get ones that flutter and then they drop real fast. I mean, it's extremely difficult. So when Hyper was asked the question in the press conference, he couldn't coach speak that one. He couldn't.
Yeah.
Because it was obvious that Boo just didn't want to play football.
Yeah, by the way, it's obvious to everybody, including the rest of the team.
It's obvious to everybody. And it's unfortunate that it's been allowed to get to this point. But it is. And with Austin, I just wouldn't play him anymore. I mean, what kind of message are you sending if you allow guys to play that's not playing hard?
Yeah, the wrong one.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah,
so you let him be with the team if he wants to. He can continue to be a part of all team activities, but that would do it for the rest of the season.
I don't even know how healthy that is at this point. I mean, what's the point in doing that? I mean, both sides stomach each other because Boo wanted to play and Tennessee needed him to play because he was a good player. Well, he showed you he don't want to play by not returning the punt, and you're not playing him on defense. So what's the point of him being around at this point?
Yeah, you're probably right.
I mean, I hate to have this conversation.
Yeah.
Well, it sucks that we have to, but what is the point?
Yeah, but it's just that we're all seeing it at this point.
Yeah, like what's the point?
We're not talking about something behind the scenes. We're not talking about, well, this person said this. It was on national television.
Yeah, and what's the point? I mean, the first game of the season, none of his teammates slapping him on the butt when he made a good play.
Mm-hmm.
So we all saw it from the opening game.
Yeah.
And so here we are at this point of the season. It makes no sense for him when you know he don't want to be here. So don't be here. There's no sense holding anyone hostage. Ramon Foster always talks about Mike Tomlin.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike Tomlin said, we want volunteers, not hostages. bye. Is what I would say.
So we'll see what happens after the bye week. Tennessee with practice this week and next to get ready for New Mexico State, Florida on the road, Vanderbilt at home to close out the season. We'll continue the conversation. We'll get to more of the conversation around Tennessee's offense. There's been more chatter around it. We will let you hear some comments from a national media member. Hearing from national media this week, not exactly what everybody wants, but maybe it creates a conversation that we should have. We'll attempt that coming up and invite you to be a part of it. 865-656-9900 to join us. We have another hour to go. We're presented by Junk Beyond next to Jason Swain of VFL and former Tennessee wide receiver. I'm Josh Ward on Josh and Swain.
I know there can be a lot of uncertainty involved in planning your financial life. Modern retirement strategies demand an approach that acknowledges the unpredictability of markets, increasing life expectancies, and the ever-changing economic system that surrounds personal finance. Hi, this is Jim Brogan, and at Brogan Financial, we serve our clients in helping them achieve their life goals for retirement and beyond. Visit us online at broganfinancial.com to learn more about how to take control of your financial future.
It's back, Knoxville. Midnight Madness at Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville. This Saturday, November 8th, we're open late and we're going big. Get up to $6,000 over book value for your trade, plus up to $2,500 in bonus cash and additional rebates galore. We're having a party with food trucks on site all day, and you can register to win prizes like a giant TV, tablets, Amazon gift cards, headphones, gas grills, and more with no purchase necessary. It's one day only this Saturday. The only thing better than Black Friday is Midnight Madness at Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville, I-75 at Callahan Drive.
Tennessee game days just got easier. Park where the action starts. University Commons, the official game day parking location of 99.1 The Sports Animal. Located just a short walk from Neyland Stadium, University Commons offers easy access, plenty of space, and a stress-free start to your Tennessee football experience. So, skip the hassle and park with the pros. University Commons, your sports animal official home for game day parking. Vol fans, it's go time at Sports Treasures. Chris Brazel and Joey Aguilar will be in store Thursday 5 to 7. Autographs just $35. Inscriptions $10. Sponsor limited. Call or message Sports Treasures now before they're gone.
Catch all the game day live programming with The Sports Animal live from Zool Beer Company on 5th Avenue. Be a part of the action before and after the game and enjoy your favorite beers, ciders, and sours with Zool Beer Company at 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Looking for a fence you can count on? Stanley Fence is your trusted, family-owned fencing expert, proudly serving East Tennessee for generations. From privacy and security to gates and curb appeal, Stanley Fence delivers custom solutions with the craftsmanship and care your home or business deserves. Because at Stanley Fence, it's more than just fencing. It's where quality and care come together. Call 865-254-3844 or visit StanleyFence.com today to schedule your appointment. Stanley Fence. Built strong, built locally, built for you.
At Chafee, we believe your home or business should be a place where comfort and reliability come together seamlessly. With our comprehensive HVAC, plumbing, and electrical services, we ensure your systems work flawlessly, giving you peace of mind and exceptional comfort. Chafee Air and Plumbing is an independent American Standard heating and air conditioning customer care dealer, and they are ready to assist you. Trust in our innovative designs that are engineered for comfort. Call 865-381-4414 or visit coolingheatingplumbing.com.
Remember when they used to ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? At Bank of America, we ask every day, what would you like the power to do? When you work here, you help build businesses, inspire communities, and forge legacies. And now we've raised our U.S. minimum wage to $25 an hour. So the opportunity to do more also comes with competitive pay. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/25. Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $700 plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
From the Budweiser Studios, this is WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Friendsville. Streaming worldwide on 99.1 TheSportsAnimal.com and on the Sports Animal app. We are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Andrew Perloff with a Sports Minute sponsored by Old Trapper Beef Jerky. Old Trapper, what's your beef? The Jets made a statement by trading away two great defensive players in Sauce Gardner and Quinnen Williams, but yesterday's trade deadline sure didn't feel like business as usual. Darren Muji made two bold moves that set the team up for the future with a massive draft haul. A lot of work ahead, and nothing is guaranteed, but it's not hard to see how brighter days could be ahead. I'm Andrew Perloff.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-583-5795.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-583-5795. That's 800-583-5795.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by Junk Be Gone. Rent any dumpster at regular rate and get 2 extra days free. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for 2 decades.
Welcome into hour number 3 of Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. You can search Josh and Swain anywhere you get your podcasts if you want to go back and listen to the first 2 hours of this show, of any show. Apple, Spotify, the WNML app, wherever you listen. You can always stream us live. You can always listen to us on demand. Search and subscribe to Josh and Swain. Thanks for hanging out with us. 865-656-9900 to join us. Swain, one of the talking points around Tennessee football this week has been some national media members weighing in, which makes sense. Tennessee played in a big football game, 2 major programs, Tennessee, Oklahoma, and it didn't go Tennessee's way, so that creates different talking points. So Joel Klatt was talking about Tennessee's football team. The conversation ends up going toward Tennessee's offense, and this is something that Joel talked about before the start of the season, which got some attention. Wasn't necessarily favorable from Tennessee fans, but this was on the show Next Round Live out of Alabama. The conversation was actually kind of pointed toward Oklahoma. Joel Klatt of Fox Sports then steered it back toward Tennessee. Just you'll hear it here, the conversation around Tennessee coming out of the Tennessee OU game on Saturday.
Tennessee stopped nobody. I mean, they haven't stopped anybody all year. And here's Mateer, 19 of 29, 159 and a pick. Do you think it is still the thumb, or are teams catching up to Ben Arbuckle?
OU's offense is really bad.
Okay, that's the answer.
Outside of Mateer.
Yeah.
It just is. And OU fans are after me because I keep saying, like, hey, they're not running it well. And they're like, we had a 100-yard back. It's like, hey, you guys didn't do anything. And the fact of the matter is that game was there for Tennessee to win and to dominate. They were dominating the early stretches of that game. Dominating. In fact, at halftime, I believe it was like it's like 255 yards to 99.
Yep.
Like, it's not even close. And yet they're down 16-10. And why? Because Tennessee refuses to play complementary football. See, like, OU's offense is not very good. Unless John Mateer scrambles around and gets you a first down, they're not going to move the football. And they weren't doing it against Tennessee, and Tennessee's defense is not very good at all. But why is Tennessee's defense not very good? Well, because they're exposed. Why are they exposed? Because their offense doesn't protect them. Their offense continues to go on this high-tempo pace, and they're moving the ball up and down the field in the first 2 quarters. And yet, then they make a mistake. And their offensive tackle, he whiffs on a defensive end. It's a strip sack, and all of a sudden OU is tied in the football game, even though their offense hasn't done anything. And then everything that was working for Tennessee early in the game, namely inside breaking routes, deep ends, intermediate routes over the middle of the field, all of a sudden vanish. And I'm like, what is going on? And then it dawns on me. I'm like, well, this is the offense. It's deep choice offense, which means that the wide receivers have a choice of where they're going to go. So all of a sudden they start throwing all these go balls and fade balls, and I'm like, well, these suck. What are they doing? Why aren't they attacking the structure of the defense like they did in the first quarter? The play caller can't do that because everything's a choice route from the wide receiver. So you're leaving it up to the 18 to 22-year-olds. Their run game is non-existent. It's a token handoff here or there, and they run so many plays that they don't protect the defense. Guys, how about this for a stat? You thought that stat about Ohio State and the PI was crazy. If you look at Ohio State's defense, they are protected by their offense. Ohio State could score 60 points if they wanted to. Everybody knows it. That's probably the best passing game in the country when they want to do it. But they don't. Why? Because right now their defense is only seeing 57 snaps per game. Meanwhile, Tennessee's defense is seeing 73 snaps per game.
Wow.
Average that out over a 12-game period. Guess what it is? 195 more snaps that Tennessee's defense is going to see versus Ohio State's defense.
Jeez.
Will you tell me which defense is going to be better?
Yeah.
Why? Because they run an old Big 12 Art Briles style of offense that doesn't compete at the top level. It doesn't win championships. It doesn't beat quality opponents. And OU should have been thoroughly dominated. That game at halftime should have been 20-3, but Tennessee refuses to allow their team to work as a complementary unit. They just want to go score 50 points and, by God, everything else be damned, and you get beat because of it.
That was Joel Klatt, Fox Sports college football analyst on Next Round Live, talking about Tennessee.
Man, that hurt. Yeah, that hurt right there, boy. Because most of it's true. I mean, you beat Bama in 22. You've won some big games here and there, for sure. You beat the teams you're supposed to beat. But the complimentary football part is spot on, especially this season. The defense hasn't played well off the offense and vice versa with the offense and defense. And it's why I found myself taking up for Tim Banks during his time here. And I repeat, I can't do it now because of how poorly the defense has been, and they're last in the league. And so, but I do feel like Tim Banks and his defense is put in some really bad situations because of the tempo of the offense. And you can skin a cat different ways. Tennessee has been able to win under Josh Heupel with this offense. But when we've fallen short, you look at the offense, you go, man, they sure put the defense in a bad spot. And if it was so great, then everyone would do it. And everyone doesn't do it. There's a mix of some tempo here and there. You know, we saw Oklahoma do some tempo against us. We saw Alabama do tempo against us. Like, there are spots where tempo is very effective. But to do it for 60 minutes, it's tough for your defense. I mean, it really is. And I know folks don't like Joel Klatt because he's anti-SEC in a lot of his commentary. But for me, it's not about whether you like somebody or you dislike somebody. It's what are you saying something that's true or not? And I think for the most part, Joel Klatt wasn't wrong. There has to be a better balance with the offense and the defense. And we saw some improvements with the offensive passing game and the scheme, but I feel like it went out the window after the first quarter of the Oklahoma game. This is something I talked about on Monday when we was hanging out with all the dogs over at Dogtopia.
Yeah.
First quarter, man, play calling was a whole lot different than it was the rest of the game. We were patient. We wasn't greedy. We took our time. We threw the ball to the perimeter. Let Mike Matthews do his thing. That could have been done later in the game, and it wasn't. So, yeah, play calling wasn't where it needed to be because I feel like we got greedy. And I think that's what Joe Klatt is referring to. But it hurts, man. It stinks because it's hard to really argue with a lot that he said.
Was Tennessee better last year at complementary football, recognizing the strength of the defense, playing to that on the offensive side, despite some of the offensive limitations that did exist at times?
Yeah, because they had to. I mean, there's multiple games where we didn't score a point in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one thing to be complimentary because you want to. That's what he's talking about with Ohio State. Ohio State wants to be complimentary because they don't want their defense to play 75, 80 snaps per game. They have the best receiver in the country. I don't care who wins the Biletnikoff. They have the best receiver in college football, Jeremiah Smith, period. And if they want him to have 300 yards a game, he could. But that would be putting stress on your defense. And I thought that was a fair and pretty accurate point that he made. So we just have to figure out a balance that works. It can work, but there's some things that have to be in place, some things you have to do because you can't go out and just expect to blow out teams in the first quarter and score 21 points and jump on them like LSU in 22. If you do that, cool. But what about when you can't do that? You got to be able to protect your defense and allow them to rest and make adjustments on the sideline. And this year, they have not been cohesive at all with their complementary football. It just hasn't worked.
And it's created a lot of frustration, which has been the theme of the last 3 days.
Yeah, for sure. So, but this is part of the process, man. Like sometimes you need these hard lessons to look at yourself in the mirror and make necessary adjustments and changes so that way you can take the next step. I don't think it's all broken. I don't think there's not a place for it. I just think it needs some modification.
Now, Michael says if a couple plays hit instead of interceptions, nobody's talking like that. They'd be saying how we tore Oklahoma apart.
What? What'd you say, Josh?
If a couple plays hit instead of interceptions, nobody is talking like that. They'd be saying how we tore Oklahoma apart.
But we didn't.
Right.
Which is why the conversation is being had. That's the whole point. You didn't. Why didn't you? Well, this is the reason. Because you got greedy. Yeah, that's the whole point of the comments, my man.
Yeah, he said LSU 2019, they're talked about as one of the greatest teams ever. Don't compare this team to the LSU 2019 team.
No, they got two of the best. They got two of the best receivers in the league right now. They're 1 and 2, and they were on that same team. Joe Burrow was quarterback. He was the number 1 overall pick. The third dude is a number 1 receiver at another organization.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who's
we're not comparing.
Chiefs,
We're not comparing anybody to the 2019 LSU team. Yeah, and they didn't run up tempo like we do.
Yeah,
they got in the huddle. People. They got in the huddle and gave you a break and still torched you. Yeah, that's totally different. Totally different.
Yeah, and they only gave up about 21, 22 points a game, 10 points less per game than this Tennessee team. So they were complimentary. They destroyed you on both sides.
Yeah, you got to be complimentary, man. There's no replacement for it. I mean, the first year, you got to do what you got to do with the roster that you inherited, but to expect to do that every single year and get to where you are going to go, it's hard, man. Like no one has played for a championship doing what we do except for Oregon and Chip Kelly. No one's gotten close except for Oregon when they lost to Auburn in 2010. That's it. So, again, there has to be a balance. I think there's room for it. I think you can be successful with it, but you have to be more complimentary to your defense because you can't put your defense in bad spots because they're not going to stop anybody. And then it forces you to have to be perfect on offense and hit those big shots. And when you don't hit those big shots, then put your defense in the bad spot. It's like a cycle. So yeah, like if he would have scored on those deep shots like you did in LSU 22, then yeah, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But guess what? We haven't been. That's why we're having the conversation.
Goodness gracious.
That's the way it works.
2019 LSU SEC title game beat Georgia 37-10, and then it was a 14 playoff, of course. Beat Oklahoma 63-28.
Josh, they never after they beat Texas early in the season. No one came close to them. Like that Texas game, I remember it was on the road. It was a close game, but after that game, it was over. And that was an early game. I think that was like the second, third game of the season.
Week 2, I believe.
Yeah. Think about that. You know who the best team in the country is after week 2.
Yeah, beat Trevor Lawrence and Clemson by 17 in the national title game.
Yeah.
It
wasn't even close.
All right, we'll come back. 865-656-9900. But comments that I saw online, they weren't met favorably by Tennessee or Oklahoma fans. 90% of it was about Tennessee, but that first little bit talking about Oklahoma's offense, which, by the way,
he was right.
It's not good.
They're terrible.
But OU fans were not having that either.
Terrible.
We'll come back. We have a little more than 40 minutes to go. We invite you to be part of the show, 865-656-9900. We are presented by Junk Begun on Josh and Swain.
You can now enjoy UT Sports on TV while hearing the Vol Network play-by-play on the Sports Animal timed with it. Here's how to sync it up. We delay the Sports Animal radio broadcast just a bit, so when the game reaches kickoff, tip-off, or first pitch, pause your TV, then listen to the Sports Animal broadcast. The moment the game starts on the radio, release pause on your TV. Now you're in perfect sync, watching the action while hearing the Vol Network call live on 99.1, The Sports Animal. It's the best seat in the house, your house.
Breathe easier in your home this fall with Zero-Res carpet and air duct cleaning. Clean indoor air quality is more important than you might think. Less dust, less congestion, and less yuck floating around your home. And right now, when you mention me, Tyler Ivins from the Sports Animal, you're going to get $50 off your next air duct cleaning. That's using promo code AIR50 when scheduling online. That is at ZeroResKnoxville.com.
At Image Matters, their blood runs orange. Like the Vols, Image Matters, East Tennessee's premier locally owned office technology company, has a long tradition of excellence. Image Matters provides your team with best in-class print, scan, and workflow solutions from Xerox, Fujifilm, Kyocera, and Lexmark, all backed by Image Matters' award-winning customer service. Learn how Image Matters can help your business lead the championship drive. Connect today at ImageMattersInc.com or call 865-212-3600. ImageMat, technology you need, people you trust. Go Vols.
Looking for a fence you can count on? Stanley Fence is your trusted, family-owned fencing expert, proudly serving East Tennessee for generations. From privacy and security to gates and curb appeal, Stanley Fence delivers custom solutions with the craftsmanship and care your home or business deserves. Because at Stanley Fence, it's more than just fencing. It's where quality and care come together. Call 865-254-3844 or visit StanleyFence.com today to schedule your appointment. Stanley Fence, built strong, built locally, built for you.
Tennessee game days just got easier. Park where the action starts. University Commons, the official game day parking location of 99.1 The Sports Animal. Located just a short walk from Neyland Stadium, University Commons offers easy access, plenty of space, and a stress-free start to your Tennessee football experience. So, skip the hassle and park with the pros. University Commons, your Sports Animal official home for game day parking.
Every golfer deserves their own happy place, and at the Back Nine, you'll find yours. Step into your own private bay, where it's just you, your swing, and the game you love. Play legendary courses like Pebble Beach or St. Andrews, and with advanced analytics, you'll get the feedback you need to improve, quietly, confidently, at your own pace. Whether it's practice, play, or pure escape, the Back Nine is golf's ultimate retreat.
Visit theback9golf.com or call 865-233-6463.
And get 24/7 access to where golf never sleeps.
Your heart works hard, so it deserves the strongest care. At Covenant Health, we treat more hearts in more places with the best results so you can get back to everyday life faster. Because your heart doesn't just beat for you, it beats for your family, your work, and your next adventure. Covenant Health gives you more than care. We give you strength. Covenant Health Heart. Let our strength be yours.
Zero hassle, all perks. At Enrichment Federal Credit Union, we believe banking should be simple. Our free checking account comes with no minimum balance, no monthly fees, no gimmicks. Just straightforward banking with zero nonsense. Enjoy free perks like cash back on every debit card purchase, monthly dividends, access your paycheck up to 2 days early, and so much more. All at no extra cost. Checking, that is actually free. Only at Enrichment Federal Credit Union.
Life can be hard. But your shower shouldn't be. Step inside the AquaClear soft water shower and wash away the worries with a sauna-like experience. AquaClear, I love you.
This sports report is brought to you by Bet365. When it comes to sportsbooks, Bet365 has it all. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call TN Redline 1-800-889-9789. 21 plus only. Must be located in Tennessee.
They say the best things in life are free. Streaming 99.1 The Sports Animal proves it. Always on, always free.
The hottest sports stories of the day, broken down to their very core with honest, informed opinions. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. Hey, Michael followed up, by the way. We love our text. We love the interaction we get on the show.
Heck yeah, man.
After we disagreed with the 2019 LSU comparison, he said, okay, I'll hush. Just tough to hear anything bad said about the Vols is all. Totally get it. It's a frustrating time. Totally get it.
My first reaction when someone says something bad about Tennessee is to ball my fist up.
You go Will Smith? Keep the Vols name out of your mouth?
My first reaction. That is my first reaction. Keep your balls out your mouth. But I still listen to it to see if it's right first before I say it's wrong. I don't like it, but I listen to it to make sure it's right or wrong, and then I go from there. And you know what old Joel was saying?
Sometimes we need to hear things we're not going to like.
Correct. Yep. I remember the first time someone told me, you ain't gonna play in the NBA. What do you mean? All I do is practice basketball. I love basketball. Why not? You short. There's, you know how many guards there are in the NBA at your size? You gotta play point. Oh, I didn't think about it that way. The first time I heard that, it was like a gut punch, but it was the best thing I ever needed to hear. I need to shift my focus a little bit then. Sometimes you need to hear the truth, man. Like I thought I could sing a little bit. My family in the car was like, "Dad, what are you talking about?"
Well, let us be the judge. What do you got?
No. This is my song. What are you talking about? I know the words. I think I can have a nice little tune. I took chords in 6th grade. What are you talking about? Dad, don't. You don't need to sing.
Did they drop a who sings this song? You tell them the answer. They tell you, let's keep it that way.
Yeah, they're like, So because of them, I don't go around singing. They help me out. If it weren't for them, I would get on here and go, yeah, I can sing. Check this out. But because of them, I'm going to say no.
Let's see what James has to say. James, thanks for calling in. You're on Josh and Swain. Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon. I have a question about Dangerfield. He's a true freshman kicker, highly rated kicker on the bench. And I know Max is a sophomore, but Dangerfield happens to be from Charleston, South Carolina, which is where I'm from. He set all kinds of records. just an outstanding elite kicker in the high school level. Is it worth maybe trying to give him a shot to demonstrate elite status, or do we stick with Max for 2 more years after this year?
I think you make it open for competition during the spring. And I think, honestly, it's always competition, each and every day. But Max is out there kicking during the games because he's doing a better job. But I think you open that thing back up. Max hasn't missed a bunch of kicks. He just missed the big kicks at the wrong moment. Like my teammate, who was one of the best running backs here in Tennessee history, went on and at one point was the best back in the league, and that's Arian Foster. People used to give him crap all the time because they thought he fumbled a lot. He just fumbled at the wrong time. And I think for Max Gilbert, he just makes kicks at the wrong time. And he has to, get over that hump and be able to make those next year if he is the starting kicker. But I don't know if that's something that you open up right now. I think that's something that will play out during the spring.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Hey, thank you.
Thanks, James. Appreciate you calling in. 865-656-9900. As we say hello to Dan next on Josh and Swain.
Dan the man.
Dan the man, what's on your mind?
Hey, Josh and Swain. I think that going back to the complimentary football, Tennessee, Oklahoma just made them basically one-dimensional that game, and it's hard to win any game when a team makes you one-dimensional like that. We couldn't run the ball very good. So I think to be complimentary, we'd have to play tempo. We'd have to be able to run the ball, even though our passing game's good.
Well, here's the thing, Danny, man. There are things you can do when you can't run the football. There are certain passing plays that can be considered an extension of your running game, which we did early in the game, but chose not to do it the rest of the game. You can throw screen passes to your running back, to your tight end, to your receivers on the outside. I mean, there are things you can do when your running game, your conventional running game, is not working for you. And we didn't do it, and which was really, really surprising that we didn't try to do some other things that could help in that aspect instead of dropping back and letting Joey kind of be a sitting duck, throwing the ball 45 times. So I agree with you. To be complimentary, you got to be balanced on offense, and that's part of the problem too.
Okay. Thanks.
All right.
Thanks, Dan.
The man.
Dan the man, right here on Josh and Swain.
You think Dan's heard that a few times growing up?
My guess is a lot. Doesn't mean you can hear it too many times.
No, who wouldn't want to be called the man? Notice he didn't say, Josh Swain, stop calling me that.
Right.
He didn't say that at all. Never mind. Anybody else on the text box?
Sean asks, how many skunks does it take to make a stink?
1.
Just a pew.
They're supposed to be pew supposed to replace the word few?
Yeah, that's right. You read that one well.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. Just a pew.
Yep.
That's a good one. That's cute.
Just like you broke down coverages on the field, you're able to break down the dad jokes just as well.
Oh, man.
This one to close out the segment, maybe. 2 things. As bad as I hate to point fingers, Josh Heupel needs to dial in the play calling in situational football so his players aren't put in bad situations. Secondly, time management has been terrible the past 3 seasons. It's cost us in close games that we lost. I think it's a common problem often we'll run into of coaches mismanaging the clock or the game. There have been several times this season where, yes, I think the clock or even when it was a 17-point game against Alabama and it was 4th and 11 and Tennessee went for it instead of kicking a field goal when you have to score 3 times. That's not partial clock management, but that's a game management thing where, okay, you take the field goal there to make it a 2-score game instead of going for a difficult-to-convert 4th and 11, which they didn't pick up, by the way, and your small chance to win becomes no chance to win at that point. We know about some clock issues as well. So, yes, that's been an issue.
I think it's tough when you're the head coach, you're heavily involved offensively, you're calling plays, you're not calling plays, whatever.
Yeah.
Your defense coordinator's in the box So he's up top, and when the defense is on the football field, you're making adjustments with the offense. And if something happens in live play, how are you there to call timeout? Are you there to talk to the referees? Are you there to point out certain things that the offense is doing? Like, I just think it's tough, man. And I think that's why you have people calling for changes amongst the staff with Josh Heupel. Not Josh Heupel being replaced, but I think people are asking for changes because it appears that the dynamic is affecting Josh Heupel's ability to manage games. And that may be something he needs to look at in the offseason. I mean, I think anything and everything should be up for discussion.
Yeah, evaluate everything. That has to be on the table, too.
Yeah, everything.
Yep. We'll continue. We have an attaboy to hand out in our next segment. A little positivity. Definitely good this week. We will do that thanks to Native Design. In our next segment, we're with you for another 30 minutes on Josh and Swain.
When special guests call in to 99.1 The Sports Animal, you hear them on the Stanley Fencing and Gates hotline, StanleyFence.com.
Hey, Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Hemphill. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Hemphill team right here in Farragut at 865-675-3999.
Time now for a Sports Animals Sports Minute.
Ohio State is the number one team in the first college football playoff rankings of the season, followed by Indiana at number 2 and Texas A&M at number 3. Alabama and Georgia round out the top 5. Ole Miss checks in at number 6 with BYU at number 7. Texas Tech, Oregon, and Notre Dame round out the top 10. Texas is number 11. Oklahoma is number 12. Tennessee comes in at number 25. One of the 12 spots for the college football playoff will go to the highest-ranked non-power conference champion. With no Group of 5 team in the top 25, the playoff selection committee has designated Memphis as the highest-ranked Group of 5 team. NBA games tonight at 7 o'clock. Cavs get the Sixers. Jazz visit the Pistons. Pacers take on the Nets. At 7:30, the Wizards visit the Celtics. The Timberwolves take on the Knicks. Grizzlies host the Rockets at 8. Mavericks get the Pelicans at 8:30. Heat visit the Nuggets at 9. 10 o'clock, Spurs visit the Lakers. Trailblazers host the Thunder. And the Warriors visit the Kings. I'm Joel Silverberg.
AMR Clinical Knoxville is conducting a clinical research study for individuals currently using semaglutide weekly for weight management and seeing positive results. Qualified participants are between 18 and 79, have been on semaglutide for at least 3 months, are responding well and tolerating the treatment, and meet other study criteria. Participants will stay in-house at our clinical site for 4 days and 3 nights consecutively and complete outpatient visits. Receive all study-related care and the investigational medication at no cost. Compensation is available for study-related time and travel. Call AMR Clinical Knoxville today, 865-305-DRUG or AMRKnoxville.com.
Danny B here. Join us every Saturday morning on The Sports Animal. Visit us at dbwins.com and call our free pick hotline, 877-828-0120. That's 877-828-0120.
Catch all the game day live programming with The Sports Animal live from Zool Beer Company on 5th Avenue. Be a part of the action before and after the game and enjoy your favorite beers, ciders, and sours with Zool Beer Company at 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Hi, I'm Tom Hughes with the Hughes Properties.
And I'm Deborah Hughes, ranked in the top 6 agents in the entire state of Tennessee. We're known for our unmatched expertise in the luxury market.
But no matter your price point, every client gets the same exceptional service and attention to detail.
Whether you're buying your first home or selling a luxury estate, we're here to guide you every step of the way.
Discover the Hughes difference.
To experience the Hughes difference, visit thehughesproperties.com.
That's the Hughes difference.
Sound is essential to daily life and significantly impacts sporting events. There's nothing like the roar of the crowd or the excitement of the game. When you're not in the stadium, his security and technology can upgrade your audio to feel like you're on the 50-yard line. Whether it's a home theater, an outdoor entertainment space, or whole home audio, we have solutions for every area and every budget. Call 865-474-9495 or visit valalarm.com for a free consultation.
Dad, Bella spilled the popcorn everywhere.
Yep, sounds just like I'm in the stands.
Do you know how much you're really paying for life insurance through work? I can almost guarantee you're overpaying for limited coverage. I'm Joel Clark, a Select Quote agent for over 20 years. My clients are shocked to learn how expensive life insurance at work really is because of a rate that's driven up by unhealthy people. Why pay more when you don't have to? For over 35 years, Select Quote has helped people save 50% or more by shopping highly rated insurance carriers. I found a 40-year-old man with high blood pressure, a $500,000 policy for only $18 a month. Don't procrastinate. Workplace open enrollment will be here soon. Let SelectQuote save you money and get you the coverage you need to protect your family.
For your free quote in just minutes, call 1-800-460-2211. 1-800-460-2211. Or go to SelectQuote.com. That's 1-800-460-2211. 1-800-460-2211. Details of example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Breathe easier in your home this fall with Zero-Res carpet and air duct cleaning. Clean indoor air quality is more important than you might think. Less dust, less congestion, and less yuck floating around your home. And right now, when you mention me, Tyler Ivins from the Sports Animal, you're going to get $50 off your next air duct cleaning. That's using promo code AIR50 when scheduling online. That is at ZeroResKnoxville.com.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack. Another winning week. 4-0 sweeper on Sunday keys another profitable week at FatJackSports.com. Now we add college basketball. Go to FatJackSports.com, sign up, and start turning a profit betting the games. You get the play sent to a personal portal. They're emailed to you. You get a recommended betting guide, and you will make money for less than about $100 a week. Get all the plays at FatJackSports.com and join us for what's going to be a winning fall. FatJackSports.com.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Need better sleep? Score huge deals on your perfect bed at Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale. Stop in today and let the sleep experts find the right upgrade for your unique needs. Mattress Firm. They make sleep easy.
Well, we have lots of sunshine on tap for today. Temperatures will be a little bit on the milder side, topping out in the upper 60s, right near 70 degrees, and it will be breezy at times. Rinse and repeat as we head on into Thursday, and then Friday will bring that next chance for more widespread rain. In the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Sydney Sullivan.
Leaky pipes.
Oh no!
Toilets clogged.
Oh crap!
Don't freak out. Just call us. Problem solved.
Okay.
Valley Plumbing. Any plumbing issue, anytime. Call Valley Plumbing at 865-351-0643 or visit valleyplumbingtn.com.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by Junk Be Gone. Rent any dumpster at regular rate and get 2 extra days free. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for 2 decades.
It's Josh and Swain. We will hand out an attaboy. Great story coming up in just a moment. We do that every day thanks to Native Design. Got a text from Will. I told my wife she drew her eyebrows too high. She looked surprised. That's good, Will.
And then you got punched in the face.
Yeah, there's a real punchline to that one.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good. Hey, Will, we appreciate it. 865-656-9900. Thanks for all the interaction every day on the show. The calls, the texts, they help make the show. So thank you for being with us. However you're tuning in, we appreciate you. We're on 99.1 The Sports Animal every day, AM 640, The Sports Monster in the Tri-Cities. Plus, you can stream us live however you want to and listen on demand wherever you get your podcasts. As right now, we hand out today's attaboy.
I just wanted to come by and congratulate you on the great work you've been doing.
I like your style. You remind me of a young me.
Failure is not an option.
That boy is good.
Homes, remind yourself, nobody built like you. You design yourself.
Attaboy. So we hand out attaboys and attagirls every day thanks to Native Design, nativetn.com. Swain, you play the game to win, right?
Play to win the game.
That's the objective, and that is the main focus of what we talk about. But sometimes we can kind of lose focus on the big picture of sports and the beauty of sports and what they can mean. I saw this story from this past weekend earlier today. It is the story of Bryson Shoop. He is a youngster who is a big Carolina Panthers fan. And when he was younger, I don't have his exact age, around 10 years old is where he is now. When he was younger, he had a heart transplant. He was a patient at Atrium Health Levine Children's Hospital. He is a big Panthers fan. His favorite Panther when he was a little bit younger, Greg Olsen. was a great tight end, and I think is a great broadcaster with Fox. Well, Greg has been tremendous in work that he's done. One with the Greg Olson Foundation. He founded that in 2009 to help fund cancer research. But also, he and his wife have twins. One of those twins was born with hypoplastic left heart syndrome and also had to receive a heart transplant. So this type of situation means a lot to Greg and his family. So he has given back in that part of the community as well, the transplant community. He made it possible as Greg was on the broadcast for the Panthers-Green Bay Packers game this past weekend that was at Lambeau Field for Bryson Shoop to get to the game. He got to fly for the first time. They announced him on the flight, which was very cool for him. He got to go to the game, but not just go to the game. So he got to go hang out with Greg Olson. He got to go hang out on the field before the game. He had his Panthers jersey on, and Packers fans, you don't have to like it. That's totally cool. But he got to see his team win at Lambeau Field. They pulled off a big upset this past weekend. You're a Bears fan, so you like seeing it.
I love it.
So you and Bryson were right in line. But it's a reminder of the beauty of sports and what it can mean to youngsters who he wanted to see his team win too, by the way. But what it can mean to him personally, to his family, I can only imagine. And there's video. You can see his enthusiasm during the game, and he got to celebrate a win. So I just thought it was a very cool story. Good on Greg Olson, and attaboy to Bryson Shoop for everything that he's had to battle. And he got a really cool experience. First flight to Lambeau. I've never been to Lambeau. That would be a bucket list place for a lot of people to go see a game. And he got to go see it in style. So to Bryson Shoop, to Greg Olson for his involvement, attaboys there.
Yeah, the Bears and the Panthers, man, we've been on the same team for a couple of years now. So the love doesn't stop. We appreciate the Packers, but the Panthers for going up there and handling the Packers. And this is an awesome story. Yep. Greg Olson, man, just the platform that he has, being able to make a weekend special for a young fan that's going through a lot. That's awesome about Greg Olson. We were in the same recruiting class and in the same draft class. I wasn't drafted, but he was the first-round pick of the Bears.
Yeah, that's
07.
right. That's right.
Yep. So I know he loved seeing Panthers stick it to the Packers too.
Yep. I remember when he visited here. Greg Olson did.
Yeah, he was going to Notre Dame, and then he flipped like late and went to Miami, or was about to enroll in Notre Dame. It was some weird stuff.
He transferred, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something happened. I do remember that. But man, he's one of the best color analysts in the game right now.
Yep. Yeah, he was a terrific player, and I think he's a great broadcaster too.
Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah, very cool story there. Love to share stories like that. We do it every day. We hand out attaboys and attagirls thanks to Native Design. For 20 years, Native Design has transformed outdoor spaces into breathtaking retreats where families gather, friends connect, and memories are made. Native Design turns ordinary yards into exceptional escapes. Check out the work that they've done at nativetn.com. You can also call Native Design at 865-310-3256. Native Design, your local custom pool and hardscape specialists. We have one segment to go on today's show, 865-656-9900 to connect before we go, as we come back with one segment right here remaining on Josh and Swain.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with AutoPay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just one cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 and monthly bill credits plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
AMR Clinical Knoxville is conducting a clinical research study for individuals currently using semaglutide weekly for weight management and seeing positive results. Qualified participants are between 18 and 79, have been on semaglutide for at least 3 months, are responding well and tolerating the treatment, and meet other study criteria. Participants will stay in-house at our clinical site for 4 days and 3 nights consecutively and complete outpatient visits. Receive all study-related care and the investigational medication at no cost. Compensation is available for study-related time and travel. Call AMR Clinical Knoxville today, 865-305-DRUG or AMRKnoxville.com.
Vol fans, it's go time at Sports Treasures. Chris Brazel and Joey Aguilar will be in store Thursday 5 to 7. Autographs just $35. Inscriptions $10. Spots are limited. Call or message Sports Treasures now before they're gone.
Join the Eric H. Show with Brian Rice this Friday from 9 to noon at Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville on Callahan Drive. Stop by and meet the guys and see the all-new Kia Tellurides. Only at Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville this Friday with 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Got critters in your home? This is Will from Wayne's Pest Control. We now offer wildlife removal and exclusion services to take care of squirrels, raccoons, bats, and more. Our pros don't just remove them, we keep them out for good. And here's more good news. Wayne's also offers crawl space encapsulation. We seal and protect your crawl space to keep it dry, efficient, and healthier for your home. Call 866-WAYNES1 or visit callwaynes.com today.
Craving good vibes and great beer? Zool Beer Company is your local favorite with 2 tap rooms, one on 5th Avenue near downtown and another in Hardin Valley. They're the creators of the legendary PB&J mixtape and your go-to place to catch every Vols football game. Come hungry and hit up the Abridged Burger Truck for the best smash burgers in town. Extraordinary beer, epic burgers, and serious Vols energy. This is Zool Beer Company. Check out ZoolBeer.com or follow them on Instagram at ZoolBeer.
It's football time in Tennessee, and Tennessee Roofing Specialist loves to support the Vols and UT fans, so they would like to offer you a 10% discount during football season. Tennessee Roofing Specialist is your local roofing experts, specializing in new construction, remodeling, and commercial roofing, and committed to providing outstanding service at a price that won't break the bank. So if you're looking for an affordable, reliable roofing company, visit TennesseeRoofingSpecialist.com for your free estimate today. Tennessee Roofing Specialist, your roof, their reputation.
There's no doubt the Vols play with a lot of heart. At Covenant Health, we do too. In fact, our healthcare team is the strongest in East Tennessee, treating more hearts with the best results, getting you back in the game faster. Whether that's work, family, or your life's next big play. Because your heart doesn't just beat for you, it beats for the people and moments that matter most. Covenant Health gives you more than care. We give you strength. Covenant Health Heart. Let our strength be yours.
Never miss a second of sports. Download the updated Sports Animal app right now.
Final segment of Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us today. Presented by Junk Beyond each and every day. Online at junkbeyond.biz. We had an afternoon, Swain.
We did, man. We did.
What did we figure out? Vanderbilt game's really important. Can't lose that one.
Better not lose that game.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what we figured out.
Florida game, also important.
More important for Jamal McCoy to play in than any other game that's left on the schedule.
Yeah. He had good updates on what's going on in recruiting as well. So go back and check out our conversation with Austin Price, VolQuest, from the 1:30 segment, middle of hour number 2. That's in our podcast feed.
I'm sure those recruits are blown away by the environment, the atmosphere. From all the things I've seen, heard, they loved it. Now it's about following up, letting them know how important they are and what they can do at the University of Tennessee and how we can help them, achieve their individual goals and be able to go and compete at the highest level. So that's what it's about, man. This stage of the game for this program, man. You got to continue to recruit, develop. Everyone has money, but how you help somebody reach their goals and dreams, how you connect with someone. That's going to be a difference in being able to land some of these young men.
Braylon Staley added to the Biletnikoff Award watch list. Deserved. He's had a terrific season.
He's balling, man. He's balling.
And then there are 15 semifinalists around the country for the 7th annual Sean Alexander Freshman of the Year Award. I saw Bill Martin note that Tennessee is the only school with 2 players on that list. Braylon Staley, again, he's a redshirt freshman, and then Ty Redmond, who has been a starter since week 2, replacing the injured Ricky Gibson. So Staley and Redmond, 2 of the 15 semifinalists for the Sean Alexander Freshman of the Year Award. Another question we've had, look, it happens for every school once you're eliminated from the playoff or some of the big picture goals are taken away. Well, what are you playing for? Are guys going to continue to compete? So Tennessee's having to answer that question. Schools that are out of the running are as well around the country. Josh Heupel was asked that earlier today. Message to the team continuing to compete to close out the season strong. Listen to what Josh Heupel said.
These guys have been consistent in the way that they worked and competed. I think I said it to you guys. I said it to our team. After the ball game, I said it in the team meeting. I don't question the practice, the preparation. Disappointed in the results of some plays, but that's where we got to keep growing. Don't expect this team to do anything other than compete as we continue to finish this one out.
So that's Josh Heupel, and while not making the playoff would be a disappointment, beating Florida at Florida, even if they're down, would be an accomplishment. Knocking Vanderbilt out of the playoff and maintaining your status ahead of Vanderbilt will be important. And then if you go in a bowl game, you can still get to 10 wins. So it's a salvageable season. You can build momentum for the offseason. And then again, if you play the other side, you lose those games, you know what the mood's going to be.
Can I just ask something that has not been mentioned?
I would love for you to.
About why there's an expectation that the guys finish strong and this team finish strong. You're getting paid to.
Yes.
Forgot about that part?
That is part of it.
Yeah. You're getting paid to perform. That's part of your contract. You are a professional athlete. So go do your job. Go do what you're paid to do. We're talking like these, like it's 10 years ago. And, all right, you got knocked out of the playoff race, and only thing you have to play for is your pride in a good bowl game. No, you got that check to play for, too, because that's what you signed the dotted line to get. And so you want to be a man of your word. You want to handle things the right way. That's part of having, competitive character, having character, period. Like, you honor the contract. You play your best. We are paying you to do that.
Somewhat in line with that, another topic today, Boo Carter status. We'll see. But the only question is for the next 3 games, essentially. As Austin said last hour, nobody expects him to be back next year.
You know it's going to be 20-something degrees on Monday? Do you know that?
Oh, I know, thanks to you.
Uh-huh.
I would have preferred a surprise on Monday.
Oh, yeah, you would have got one for sure. At least I'm telling you so that way you can warm your car up in the morning.
Yeah.
And not be surprised.
That's a good point. You did me a solid.
Yeah, I got your back, man.
You got my back.
Everybody got their back. But
what's that mean?
Yeah. I'm glad Austin said what he said because I know I came in probably a little hot on Monday, but I don't regret it because I've seen enough. I don't want to see Boo Carter returning punts anymore. If he's going to do that, I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
No one should want to see it. No one wants to see the rep against Kentucky. No one wants to see what we saw against Oklahoma. If that's something he wants to do and continue to do, then he shouldn't play. And if he's not going to play, then why even be on the team at this point if you don't even want to be here? If everyone knows he's not going to be here next year, what are we doing? But yeah, it's going to be cold on Monday, buddy. Do you have like the socks with the individual toes that you put in? It's really warm. You gonna wear those on Monday?
No, I don't, but I do have, Gore-Tex. I have socks from the company Gore. They get the job done.
All right, you're gonna need
I'm wearing those on Monday.
Yeah, you're gonna need those, buddy.
Yeah.
Yep. Man, good thing we down in Gainesville a couple weeks.
You know how my voice was struggling last week? A little throat issue. I hope that doesn't pop up again on Monday.
I don't see why it would, Josh. You're a grown-up. You understand that jackets are made for cold weather. You should have one of those on. You should be okay.
I'd hate to have to stay home under a big, thick blanket and just eat chicken soup all day.
You can do that. You can still do the show from the house. Nothing's preventing you from doing the show at home. So that don't bother me one bit.
The darn Zoom.
That darn technology.
Hey, out the door, Josh Elander putting in work. Gavin French, congrats to him from Heritage High School.
Hey!
Highly touted local prospect committing to Josh Elander in Tennessee baseball. There's a positive note out the door. We will be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Joel Silverberg producing.
When he hits a home run, does his bat French kiss the ball at the park? Huh? All right, I'll see myself out of here. Y'all have a good day. See you later.